It's 86 days to the 2024 presidential and parliamentary elections. Good morning and welcome to 6 a.m. News. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM, Hits 103.9 FM in Accra, on Love 99.5 FM in Kumasi, and myjoyonline.com, also live in all 16 regions on X Spaces and Facebook. Coming up, Lands and Natural Resources Minister warns an outright ban on small-scale mining could cripple the economy and may not stop galamsey.
So if you announce a ban tomorrow, it means that you have to look at the consequences on the national economy, which obviously will be catastrophic. Literally rendering our country bankrupt if you want.
Meanwhile, he's charged regional ministers to undertake a swoop on galamsey hotspots.
The Ghana Police Service should be the first port of call. If the need arises, we will take it a step further to the armed forces.
But the minister's latest measures to tackle the canker has been described as disappointing.
What is new among the things that he said? You've been doing it, and stability of water is at 14,000 NTUs, and you say regional ministers. They don't have the capacity. It just tells you that they don't realize the fact that we are in a crisis.
We have details of this as organized labor and about a dozen civil society organizations hand government an ultimatum to stamp out illegal mining or face their wrath in business.
Bank of Ghana increases dollar intervention for the market as concerns grow over limited supply and impact on cities' dwindling fortunes. We've got details on the Joy Business Report.
And in our Disabled series, we bring you the story of senior high school students with visual impairment who refuses to let discrimination hinder her dreams of becoming a lawyer.
Some of them also hate us naturally. I came together with my colleagues. We advise each other, encourage each other to show the world that they are also useful.
These and more with me, Mami Sinyamiche Thompson. Stay for details. Let's start now. The Lands and Natural Resources Minister Samuel Abujinapo says a total ban on small-scale mining may not effectively solve the galamsey crisis and could cripple the economy. Addressing the media, Mr. Jinapo emphasized that while organized labor, the Christian Council, the Media Coalition Against Illegal Mining and other groups are calling for a complete ban and a state of emergency around river bodies, such drastic measures may not yield the desired results. He called for a national dialogue to reach a consensus on a sustainable long-term solution to the illegal mining issue.
There are people who are involved in responsible small-scale mining, who have invested millions of cedis and millions of dollars, who are mining responsibly, who are contributing to our national economy, who are employing hundreds and thousands of Ghanaian youth, who have committed no crime. So if you announce a ban tomorrow, it means that you have to look at the consequences on the national economy, which obviously will be catastrophic, which will be literally rendering our country bankrupt. So I'm reluctant to give a definitive position on this matter. I think the discussion should go on.
Well, Mr. Jinapo also announced the possible deployment of the military to take swoops in illegal mining areas. He said the decision was taken at the National Security Council meeting chaired by President Akufo-Addo.
So the various regional security councils have been tasked to conduct reconnaissance and begin to roll out swoops and enhance the enforcement regime. We decided that it should use local resources. The regular law enforcement apparatus of the state, which is the Ghana Police Service, should be the first port of call. If the need arises, we will take it a step further to the armed forces. If the need arises, we will possibly begin once again the extraordinary measure of decommissioning equipment used for illegal small-scale mining.
But the latest measures undertaken by government has been greeted with criticism. Convener of the Media Coalition Against Illegal Mining, Dr. Kenneth Ashigbe, says the measures announced are not satisfactory.
What is new among the things that he said? All these things you are doing, you've been doing it, and stability of water is at 14,000 NTUs, and you say regional ministers. They don't have the capacity. The actions that have been said doesn't satisfy what we are asking for. It just tells you that they don't realize the fact that we are in a crisis. And it is said that the person who does the same thing and expects to get different results, that's a description for that kind of person. And this, unfortunately, would not deal with the situation that we have at hand.
Well, former UN Senior Governance Advisor Professor Bafwa Jimendua on Upfront argued that government lacks the political will necessary to enforce the laws and hold offenders accountable.
Last week or so, Dotumfo stopped at River Pra, and I think he made a statement yesterday indicating how embarrassing was it to see that water. So for government to issue this statement, it's a non-starter, in my humble view. The problem is huge, and I think the government has been lacking the nerves to tackle it over the years to a point where it has completely gone out of control.
You heard former UN Senior Governance Advisor Professor Bafwa Jimendua.
Election Headquarters is brought to you by Petrosol Platinum Energy, energizing dreams. The Chartered Institute of Management Accountants (CIMA) and the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants (AICPA), together as the Association of International Certified Professional Accountants. German Ozone Medical Center, alternative therapy, dental, wellness and beauty. Chopbox Technologies, a convenient service, and Youth Bridge Foundation, bridging the gap for positive youth development.
Now, the Electoral Commission says the NDC has yet to provide concrete evidence to support its claims of a flawed voters register despite repeatedly demanding an audit. The opposition party cited irregularities such as the transfer of over 30 names from Tamale Central to Pusiga and an alleged bloated register in parts of the central region. While the EC acknowledged and corrected these issues, the NDC remains adamant about a full audit. EC Director Benjamin Banobio said the Commission is open to an audit but is still waiting for the promised evidence from the NDC after their meeting a week ago.
And so if really they have issues as they are claiming, they should bring it to the fore. Anything that could be done to enhance the credibility of the register, we are for it. So if they have issues, our doors are open 24/7.
Including an external audit?
That is what I'm saying. If it is necessary, we wouldn't care. But as it is now, the register is good to go. And so anyone who has issue and is calling for such measures should let us know what the issues are. Open up, bring them to us, let us sit down and go through the system and find out if those things are there. Then we'll take it from there. But for now, the register is very credible, it's very inclusive, and it is fit for purpose.
Now, Pearl Aseye-Gasu, a visually impaired student at Adidome Senior High School, who refuses to let discrimination hinder her dreams. Despite facing discrimination, the 19-year-old remains committed to her goal of becoming a lawyer. She's determined to change the narrative and advocate for the inclusion and equal opportunities for all. Emmanuel Giovanni's report in Joy News' This Able series read to you.
Despite the strides made over the years to eliminate all forms of discrimination against persons living with disabilities, there is still a lot of work to be done.
Majority of them don't understand our way of life. Some of our past seniors told us that they went for positions, but due to their situation, they were disqualified. And one teacher even confirmed that they asked him whether he has picked the broom to sweep before. And that question alone disqualified him due to his problem. He does not work. Giving up is not in my blood.
Pearl and a host of her colleagues have a mission to change the narrative about persons living with disabilities.
I came together with my colleagues. We advise each other, encourage each other that some of us must join some group in the school to prove to others that we can also do things like, let's say, speaking up for ourselves or showing their talent to show the world that they are also useful. So I'm studying to become a lawyer or a human rights activist. So I see my future to be very bright.
And that was Emmanuel Giovanni's report in Joy News' This Able series, bringing us to the end of this morning's bulletin. I am Amisi Nyamiche Thompson. There's more news on myjoyonline.com. Business is up next on the Super Morning Show.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Ah, go me. At what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I don't change my car. It be the same, right? It be the fuel where I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Cause now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. better. And what they boss my mindset be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium, they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open there.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside?
I give you info. Make I feel the gobe too small.
The go-go.
Joe Pana. Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Hey, we see you specking your car, taking that trip, chilling on the beach. Charlie, now we want to see this become your story. Simply use your ABSA card 10 times or more and you'll be entered into a monthly draw where you stand the chance to be among 5 lucky winners to take home 40,000 Ghana cedis. The more you use your card, the more entries you'll receive. Earn an extra entry by using the ABSA app or internet banking 5 times or more. No ABSA card? Don't worry. Visit the nearest branch for an ABSA account or card today and make winning part of your story. Promotion is between 1st July and 31st October. This promotion is regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Your story matters. ABSA.
Businesses know how important it is to create a productive and supportive working environment by investing in employees' health. With a leading international track record, Apex Health Insurance is licensed to provide medical insurance services to corporate organizations and SMEs. We also have international LH Blue cover and TPAs to cushion you. Multinational companies, factories, and government agencies, focus on your business while Apex Insurance takes care of your health. Visit Apex Health Insurance office at Zion House, Boundary Road, Shiashi, Kumasi, opposite Prempeh College, Sofo Line, and Takrady Market Circle. For further inquiries, call 0501 562 962 or 0501 552 495. Apex Health, your preferred health insurer.
The luckiest.
Star 712 #.
Luck is everywhere for everyone. Yeah. The luckiest.
Star 712 #.
Luck is everywhere for everyone. Yeah.
Doctors,
nurses,
barbers,
drivers,
bouncers,
friends,
teachers,
bankers.
You could be the luckiest. You could be the luckiest.
East, west, north, south, Obiama to be.
You could be the luckiest. You could be the luckiest.
Accra to Haga.
Let's go.
The luckiest.
Star 712 #.
Luck is everywhere for everyone. Yeah. The luckiest.
Star 712 #.
Luck is everywhere for everyone. Yeah.
Doctors,
nurses,
barbers,
drivers,
bouncers,
friends,
teachers,
bankers.
Star 712 #.
You could be the luckiest.
Yeah. We have a new leader in town. Obiarenti. Amafo. Madam was Sibebre. When him say my baby, maybe more charcoal for whiter teeth. More charcoal. Not only that, maybe lemon. More lemon. Zinc for fresher breath. More zinc. And fluoride for stronger teeth.
Introducing the new President Charcoal Pack with more power with a combination of charcoal and lemon for naturally whiter teeth. Grab yours now. This advert is FDA approved.
Come on. Good boy. Honey, look, he's crawling. Wow. Good job. The new Cerelac Wheat and Maize has the combined goodness of wheat and maize grains fortified with iron, vitamins, and minerals also found in fruits and vegetables. To prepare the new Cerelac Wheat and Maize, just add milk. Enjoy your little one's big moments at less cost. Cerelac, care for them, count on us. This advert is FDA approved.
Oh my goodness! Do It Best is offering customers the opportunity to purchase top quality sanitary ware, taps and bathroom accessories at up to a whopping 40% discount. Wow.
This is the opportunity to purchase some of the world's best brands such as Sanitana and Cifial from Portugal, Cola, Delta Faucets and Mansfield from America. Also available are top quality paints from Sherwin-Williams and Colatech. All these and many more are on sale for up to 40% discount at Do It Best. This offer is available while stocks last. Hurry! Visit Do It Best on Spintex Road or call 0243 359 289 0243 359 289 for details. Terms and conditions apply. Do It Best, making the best even better.
Bafu?
Hey, morning.
Good morning. All right. You were going to say something.
I was going to ask, are we making progress?
Well, you tell me. Listen to the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources.
There are people who are involved in responsible small-scale mining who have invested millions of cedis and millions of dollars, who are mining responsibly, who are contributing to our national economy, who are employing hundreds and thousands of Ghanaian youth who have committed no crime. So if you announce a ban tomorrow, it means that you have to look at the consequences on the national economy, which obviously will be catastrophic, which will be literally rendering our country bankrupt. So I'm reluctant to give a definitive position on this matter. I think the discussion should go on.
Well, I feel him when he talks about the economy, but we're also talking about our environment, which is being destroyed. And so isn't it appropriate to reset and get everything right?
You've asked a very important question. Which is more important? Which is more important? I mean, what did we do during COVID?
Yeah.
We heard from the same government that we know how to fix the economy. We don't know how to bring back human lives.
Exactly.
All right. Well, human life is at risk here. We are poisoning our water bodies. I mean, in other countries, it doesn't matter the size of the company that is polluting the water. They will shut you down.
Yeah.
Here, we say the economy will suffer. They are employing people. So they should continue. And you know, he makes the point that they are law-abiding. They are not breaking the law. They are doing the right thing. But the extraction of gold, the fact that it happens, is causing this damage to our ecology. And to fix the situation, should we not reset the whole thing, do it right, so that everybody can abide by the law? Is that not worth whatever effect this will have on the economy? In any case, how much do they contribute to the economy? How much
that was
are we?
The question I was going to ask.
How much are we making from them?
How much are we making from these illegal what do you call them, small scale miners? But there are a whole lot of people also indulging in galamsey, probably more than those who are doing responsible mining. So, I mean, where is our priority?
And in any case, a lot of these registered small-scale mining companies also break the law. Akonta Mining, it's a small-scale mining company that his own ministry informed that they were acting illegally. So, Charlie, anyway, there's work to get on with. Let's do it. The 6 a.m. news was brought to us by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. And Absa Bank Ghana Limited, your story matters. All right, Joy Business Report now. And we thank Omni Basic Bank at your service. Safari Valley Resort, bringing you closer to nature. And Yak Decor, crafting comfort, designing dreams.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, Bank of Ghana increases dollar intervention for the market as concerns grow over limited supply and impact on cities' dwindling fortunes. Also coming up, Minister of Food and Agriculture strongly defends the financial position of Cocoa Board, insisting it will be able to purchase cocoa beans in the new crop season. Also, Managing Director of Unilever Ghana cautions high cost of living is negatively impacting on the operations of businesses. Details coming up. Thanks for being with us this morning. My name is Daryl Kwao. Hello to our friends listening on KT Radio in Kofor Radio. First up, the Bank of Ghana has increased the supply of dollars for the market. The central bank increased the amount sold to the market over the past 3 days. But is that enough to meet demand coming from businesses? Here's George Affe with more.
Data picked up from the commercial banks showed that on Tuesday, for instance, the Bank of Ghana, through its new dollar auction program, was willing to sell $45 million to the market. However, at the end of the day, $37 million was sold through its 7-day auction program. This amount is higher than what it has offered in previous auction programs. This is in addition to the $20 million that it sold to the bulk oil distribution companies yesterday. The central bank has maintained that its support for the market will be backed by real demand and data. However, some of the commercial banks want to link this limited supply challenge to demand picking up strongly over the past 2 weeks as a result of businesses demanding more dollars to finance their imports for the Christmas season. It is not clear for now the signal this action by the Bank of Ghana could send to the market in terms of increasing its dollar support and how that could also help in dealing with the recent pressure on the Ghana cedi.
George Affe starting us off with that report on the currency market this morning. The dollar going for 16 cedis 50 pesos. That's what the forex bureaus are offering. The British pound going for 21 cedis 41 pesos. The euro also going for 18 cedis. Now, the Minister of Food and Agriculture, Brian Echampong, has disputed a assertion that Cocoa Board has no money to purchase cocoa beans for the 2024-2025 crop season. Cocoa Board has already announced that it will self-finance the purchase of cocoa beans, whilst the Minister of Finance, Dr. Mohamed Amin Adam, has indicated that some amount of foreign loans will be contracted to support Cocoa Board. Answering questions after announcing a 45% increase in prices, Dr. Champong strongly defended the financial ability of Cocoa Board to buy the cocoa beans.
So I'm not too sure why you say that Cocoa Board has no money. It is a wrong impression. It should never be put out there. Okay? Cocoa Board is well positioned to buy its crops from its farmers and trade same. Okay, so nowhere has government reported or Cocoa Board mentioned that he has no money to buy cocoa.
You had the Minister of Food and Agriculture, Brian Echampong. Meanwhile, economist Professor Peter Korte predicts a boost in cocoa production in the coming months following the 45% increase in the producer price.
Certainly, farmers will get some extra resources to invest more in their cocoa farms. They can spray their cocoa farms, they can till the land properly and ensure that cocoa production increases. Otherwise, they may be compelled. Some can lure them with more funds to give their lands for illegal mining, or it will lure them to export or smuggle the cocoa outside the country. So I think this certainly would go a long way to increase production, but to some extent, because if we don't check illegal mining, we don't check galamsey, which is destroying the land, we might not witness the benefit we expect from this price increase.
That was economist Professor Peter Korte. Now, the managing director of Unilever Ghana Limited, Chris Wolf-Caesar, has cautioned that the high cost of living standards of consumers could ultimately impact the fortunes of businesses. Even though he admits the country has enjoyed some gains since the start of the year, he is of the view that there are still pressures on households. Speaking at the 64th annual general meeting of the Ghana Employers Association, he charged employers to be innovative to stay afloat.
We are experiencing a very high cost environment, and inadvertently our consumers and our customers. So even though all of us in here, probably about 200, 250, we're all business leaders, employers, but when we leave here, we also have to use our little money to buy. We are all consumers and customers. So irrespective of where you sit, we have to think about that. We continue to experience high lending rates ranging between 28 to 31. So, Mr. President, you are not too far off. Even though between 29 and 31, could be more, but we're not too far off.
You had Chris Wolf-Caesar, the managing director of Unilever Ghana Limited. Now, government has called for the support of the Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana to help develop the cause of sustainability reporting in the country's educational system. The move is expected to boost the promotion of environmental and social governance reporting amongst the youth before entering the job market. Minister of Education, Dr. Yao Educhum, made the disclosure after addressing the ICAG Sustainability Stakeholders Forum in Accra.
The partnership proposed by the Minister of Education, Dr. Yao Educhum, will create a platform for both government and the Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana (ICAG) to support each other on strategies to promote sustainable reporting in both business operations and various schools. After addressing members and stakeholders at this year's Sustainability Forum, the Education Minister said that there is some room for collaboration to enhance sustainability.
The most critical thing is also to work with them for them to support us. We have high school students who can go through the chartering process, and most of them may not know. So we are going to partner them to help our education system. So they help us to help them.
President of the ICAG, Sina Dak, explains that the forum is important to members as more people have begun initiatives to improve upon sustainability reporting.
To inculcate the sustainability reporting requirements so that from the beginning of the training of an accountant, we have the opportunity to understand what we need to use in reporting.
The stakeholders also formed a national committee to spearhead the reporting of sustainability in various financial accounts.
All right, you're listening to the Joy Business Report. Next, Habitat Fair today. Wondering how to get the right apartment and homes at the preferred prime location in Accra? Well, real estate firm DevTraco could be the answer, as it will be offering all prospective homeowners who visit the EcoBank Journeys Habitat Fair some help in this direction. Senior Marketing Associate at DevTraco, Eugene Tetefio, has been speaking to Joy News.
DevTraco is a well-known name when it comes to real estate in Ghana and beyond Ghana. DevTraco Group comprises of a number of subsidiaries. DevTraco Limited is a very well-known name when it comes to affordable homes for the average Ghanaian, and we are the name behind properties such as DevTraco Courts at Tema Community 25 and DevTraco Villas at Tema Community 18. Affluent homes in prime locations of Accra like Cantonment, like Airport Residential Area, like Laboni, like Roman Ridge. DevTraco Plus provides homes for the affluent individual.
All right, Senior Marketing Associate DevTraco Tetefio there. The EcoBank Journeys Habitat Fair will be at the Good Park near Accra Mall this weekend. That's from the 13th to 15th of September from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Admission is free. Remember to be there for all your housing needs. Next, Investor Eye.
Anywhere there's money, there's also the temptation of fraud. And we always tell our customers that they are the first and last line of defense. And we tell customers that please protect your PIN, ensure that you don't click onto any unsolicited link that is shared with you, act on any SMS that you receive or any phone call that purports to put you in a raffle draw or anything. Please don't be tempted. It's a bait. And if you are in doubt, you just reach us on 100 and our agent will be more than happy to support you.
And that's Investor Eye. Make a date next week, Tuesday. Before we go and look at the commodity market, let's begin with cocoa. Cocoa trading this morning at $7,728 a ton after gaining more than $450. We've got our eyes on crude oil too, increasing marginally to $71 a barrel from $69 yesterday. Also, gold went up by $6 to open trading at $2,518 an ounce. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Daryl Kwao. Thanks for listening. I just wish the cameras could capture what Kojo is wearing. Is it that? I'm actually talking about the slipper, the Ahinuma.
Oh, the Ahinuma.
Beautiful, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
His Royal Highness,
yeah.
the Sanahin.
You mean the Safohin?
Oh, sorry.
Yes, Sanahin is a very one of the very senior chiefs in the Ogwa traditional area.
I think I said Sanahin because you interviewed him a couple of days
ago. Interview him, yes. He's sort of like their finance minister, if you like. Yeah. All right. Okay, I guess this is where we put a pin in it. J.J. Hairston and Mercy Chinwo did this one.
Excess Love?
Excess Love.
Okay.
Yeah. Good guess. Yeah. It's amazing the extent to which we are loved. Hello, Ray.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, Churchill.
Zafuhin, good morning.
Good morning to you.
So, have you decided now to wear sandals?
You mean Ahinema?
Ahinema,
yeah,
is that a new decision? Is that what they told you should do?
No. You know, somebody in Kumasi made me like a series of different Ahinemas, and they're all very nice. Well, I like them, so I'm trying them all out.
Yes. Anyway, let's get into our drive safe campaign.
So
what seems to be the
the
problem?
car symbol of it, why was it selected? Or you didn't select it?
No, I didn't select it. It's part of the
Because
design. Yes.
I instruct Gold Coast to choose specific car symbols based on the meaning.
Gold Coast to Kota.
Yes.
Pacho Mindru will level.
I'm mindful of my traditions.
Yes.
Anyway.
And the Drive Safe campaign brought to us by Joy News and the Multimedia Group and supported by Toyota Superior Quality and Imperial General Assurance Solid Protection. So you know what to do. You have to avoid all distractions. Keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel to ensure your safe arrival.
Now we cannot learn how to say it right, and it's brought to you by Kingdom Books. Kingdom quality and affordability are their hallmarks. And Societe Generale Bank Ghana, the future is you. It's also brought to you by DPS International School, where every child shines.
Something must be done.
You say either, I say either.
My dear friend, this is your routine reminder that the word is coveted, not coveted. Coveted. C-O-V-E-T-E-D. Coveted. Greatly desired or envied. The word of origin is covet, which means to yearn for something, especially something that belongs to someone else. It is a word the English adopted from the French word coveter, which means to lust after. And in English, it is covet, not covert, which is why you must not say coveted. It is covet. Let's say it right, okay?
All right, then let's get into the news review. It's brought to us by Access Bank, more than banking.
Yes, the Ghanaian Times is reporting this morning, Kojo, there's one that you'll be interested in. Alan, two others filed nominations to contest December 7 presidential poll. And Mr. Chamatin yesterday revealed to the People's Republic, to all of us, all and sundry, our hearing and our understanding, our appreciation, and to the shock and awe. Is it shock and awe of some? Some are still wearing the shock face this morning that a lawyer and a broadcaster by name Kwame Owusu Danso, Elliot, yes, Elliot, right? Yes, has been elected, selected, and approved as his running mate. Because many of us were not aware, we didn't know. Indeed, many of us were eyeing the likes of Abu Sakar Foster and others within the national interest movement or the larger grouping of the alliance. Yes. But it came as a shock to some, surprise to many, and some are still wearing the same shocked face. Could you drop it?
Well, Kwame is a good friend of mine.
Yes, we are given to understand that.
And yes, and so, I mean, I certainly have to wish him massive congratulations.
Why do you make it have to wish him
yes, I do, because this is a big honor.
Yes.
Yeah, congratulations to Kwame.
We are shocked, though. I don't know him so well, so I don't know his pedigree. I don't know what he brings to the ticket. I'm still looking for it.
He's a very smart, very erudite young man, very intelligent, and I think it will be a very interesting race.
I have been given to understand too that he is or was a hip life or hip hop.
Oh, take your Wale and Golo Golo. That's the guy.
That's the song.
Echo.
Yes, he used to be a part of
Echo.
Yes, a musical group.
So
he's clearly
multi-talented. Drop the song for you.
He's clearly multi-talented.
I see. Well, the Ghanaian Times is reporting this morning, illegal mining menace, government orders action against galamsey, pushes regional ministers, Reg 6, to intensify enforcement efforts nationwide. Organized Labor Associations, CSOs joined call to combat illegal mining. And last night, Professor Ajmandia said, in fact, I think he wanted to choose stronger words, but he just settled with, no, this is a non-starter, after going through the statement from the government, which basically says, oh, we have met them, we have evaluated the situation. They should continue with what they are doing. They should step up the enforcement of the laws at the regional level. That is what government said. In fact, the minister explained to us that day here. See, we are saying that we have deployed HALT with a commander. Military team, I remember, we were there. They took us to that Burma camp. We were there. They deployed HALT with a commander. Subsequently, they are deployed, previously, they are deployed Vanguard.
Yes.
HALT, they are deployed 1 and 2. But that apparently did not do the magic. But when we ask regional ministers, some of them that are giving orders for the arrest of people that had no business, including ECG officers alongside, they are the ones who are going to stop. And Winston, apparently, as we have been sitting here and talking, regional ministers have been fighting galamsey in the eastern region. Including yesterday, what I mentioned, that Pradhan. In the Ashanti region, including all the towns that Erastus every day goes to tell us what is happening. In the Bono, I have, now they have separated it. In the Bono region. So it's been happening. The minister says this fight appears to be on the right track. So step it up. Enforce it further. What we have been seeing is already a fight. I didn't know that there was a fight happening. But there was a fight happening. So they are stepping up. To say one is underwhelmed by the statement, I think that it's either it's deliberate and we don't want to fight, so let's just release a bunch of words and pretend that we are doing something. And now I'm even strengthening my thought that Abu Jinapur has no business in that ministry again. He's lost the plot. He doesn't understand the severity of the issues at play. At least mindful of what the statement that people issued and the groups that have come together, some real sensible thought would have been, hold on a second, what have we been doing truly wrong? Because if these people have been fighting it, the same people, and you call them into the room and tell them that, oh, continue with your fight, or you step it up, okay, that's it. And you can read the words are clear here. And it's similar reasons pushes regional ministers, Reg 6, to intensify enforcement efforts nationwide. Again, if you read the statement, there's a clear indication that, oh, they've been doing some job already. Everybody in this republic knows that if you are going Kumasi to Accra, Accra to Kumasi, and the people are doing mining by the roadside, and they are regional ministers for those areas, and all that you tell them is intensify, what business do you have to stay in that office? It's either you don't know the scale of the problem, or you are deliberately pretending or acting as if you are doing something, when in reality, in fact, it was Kenashibe who used the expression, it is insanity when you do the same things and expect different results. By no, Kenashibe is diplomatic, so he couldn't use the word insanity. Perfect definition of insanity, as in your brain is not functioning properly. It's when you do the same thing and expect different results.
You know what? Maybe you've missed what's been said. Let's just quickly recap.
There are people who are involved in responsible small-scale mining who have invested millions of cedis and millions of dollars, who are mining responsibly, who are contributing to our national economy, who are employing hundreds and thousands of Ghanaian youth, who have committed no crime. So if you announce a ban tomorrow, it means that you have to look at the consequences on the national economy, which obviously will be catastrophic, which will be literally rendering our country bankrupt. So I'm reluctant to give a definitive position on this matter. I think the discussion should go on.
What is new among the things that he said? All these things you are doing, you've been doing it, and stability of water is at 14,000 NTUs. And you say regional ministers, they don't have the capacity. The actions that have been said doesn't satisfy what we are asking for. It just tells you that they don't realize the fact that we are in a crisis. Maybe the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources not read the 5 points from the media coalition, because the things he's saying is the same thing. And this, unfortunately, would not deal with the situation that we have at hand.
We will not get the Ghana we want if we fail to fight for it. Our politicians will join all these people doing all these crazy things, these dishonorable things, and loot our state. Their children are abroad. They will make their money enough to buy. I go to politicians, I go to their houses, and I see expensive pure water, imported pure water, Voss. Who is thinking for you? If we do not fight for Ghana, nobody will fight for Ghana. So if you call yourself a Ghanaian, this is a fight to lay down your life for. So within these 2 weeks, Mr. President, it's not going to be talk again. No. The English is too much. We are going to hit the streets. We are going to put 1 million boots on that ground and let everybody know that Ghana does not belong to a very small few who we grace with power only for them to abuse us and destroy the lives of ourselves, our children, and our children's children. Where is the future for Ghana?
Organized labor today decided that 1, an immediate declaration of state of emergency in line with the provisions of the 1992 Constitution, Article 31. The declaration must incorporate the following. A, an order to halt all forms of mining, legal or illegal, in forest reserves and around water bodies. Immediate evacuation of all mining equipment in forest reserves and around water bodies. The deployment of police and military with full orders to remove, destroy all mining equipment and other earth-moving equipment around river bodies and in the forest reserve. 2, the immediate revocation of LI 2462 and the withdrawal of all licenses that have been granted for prospecting in mining in forests and protected reserves and also around water bodies. Establish a special court to prosecute the perpetrators of this horrible crime. Now, this is our firm and resolute position that organized labor would urgently embark on series of demonstrations and a nationwide strike if government fails to address the concerns raised by end of September 2024.
And I don't know what to do.
I am very sad, lost for words, because I cannot in my world believe that the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources thinks that the regional ministers have done a good job and so they should continue. When he was on our network the last time, he said, would evaluate and if there's a need to send the military. If there was ever a time that we had to send the military, to fight galamsey, that is today. And so if you're asking, so what will RESEC do? And nobody can convince me. Yeah. Regional ministers, we know. There's been times where regional ministers would actually inform the galamseyers, even that the military is coming, leave. That's what politicians do. So instead of and this is the minister, earlier in the day you had TUC and others threatening to go on a strike if nothing is done. And all you say is that, regional minister. Somebody should get me the voice of Abu Jinapo when he talked about how politicians, and nobody can convince me that he's taking this decision with his eye on December 7. They are not concerned. All they want to, all he's thinking about is the elections. Yeah. And so this fallacy of the NPP lost in mining areas because of their fight against galamsey. Yeah. I say it's a fallacy because I have done my own checks and I've realized that, in a lot of the seats that they lost in the center, it was not really galamsey areas. It was not galamsey areas. I mean, some of the areas they lost, it wasn't because...
Finally, they only isolate a few of them. So
yes, it was not...
Previously, we got this vote.
Yes, this vote. I've done my analysis. Very soon I'll share those, it's not because of galamsey. Okay? Today, I agree with you. Abu Jinapo has shown that he must not be Minister of Lands and Natural Resources. Yes. But not just Abu Jinapo. Yeah. Where is the Minister of Environment?
Who is the Minister of Environment?
Ophelia Hayford.
As in the enforcement?
Yes.
Okay.
Where is she?
Well.
Where is she? In fact, the Inter-Ministerial Committee Against Illegal Mining was chaired by the Minister of Environment, Science and Technology at the time.
Where is the committee?
Well, that committee has been
In
dissolved.
fact, look, I'm sorry to cut in, Winston. I asked it's about 3 weeks ago when we started this conversation about galamsey. No, more than 3 weeks ago. About a month ago.
Yeah.
In preparation for the show, I called. And you see, I don't want to make the same mistake I made once that ended us all at NMC. So I'll not mention the name of the minister I called. The cabinet minister, you can figure it out for yourself. And ask them, is there any government institution, organization, committee, task force currently fighting galamsey? Now, if any minister would have known the answer, it would be this minister I called. He said he would get back to me. I'm still waiting. And now we hear that regional ministers were fighting it. And that
actively, strongly.
Yeah, and that they are just going to keep doing what they are doing. Well, what they are doing is what has resulted in what? About 3,000 times more turbidity than is humanly acceptable in 80% of our water bodies. I mean, the water is poisoned under the current method of fighting galamsey that is being employed by this government. The water is poisoned under that method. So why are we continuing or ramping up that same method? You see, these people don't take us seriously.
But
are they not getting it? Is there anything more important than our water?
Yes.
In other parts of the world, if they discover that the activity of one organization, doesn't matter how big the conglomerate is, is resulting in negative effects on their environment, they'll shut you down.
And the fines you pay.
Hey!
And you will struggle to exist even going to the future.
In fact, you yourself,
if we conglomerate with other sections elsewhere, countries will start taking a cue from them and be investigating you.
But as for us, we are protected. We are saying that they are contributing to our economy. What is that contribution?
But you, Minister, we have put you in place to make sure that you ensure our welfare. You appear to be more interested in protecting somebody's business interest than the collective interest of the state. Who do you represent?
So let me ask, what is that contribution? What is it? I mean, how much do we make as a country from small-scale miners? What's the figure? What is it? Someone should tell us. What's the figure? How much is it we are making that we will go bankrupt? He used the word bankrupt. We will go bankrupt if we shut down small-scale mining to save our water. When we were going through COVID,
yes,
we were told that we know how to bring back the economy. We don't know how to bring back human lives. What happened to that? What happened to that way of thinking? That certain things are more important. What happened to that? Economy narawaka. How much of it is left that we are willing to risk all our water bodies
and our health?
For what?
So let's just say we continue business as usual. And there's a part of it that is suggested in the statement. Kojo, I'm reading paragraph 2. The meeting adopted additional measures at tackling the age-old, that's as described, national problem of illegal small-scale mining, into bracket galamsey, through a comprehensive approach. This is a comprehensive approach. Government will continue with the dual strategy of reformative measures and strict enforcement. The regional ministers, alongside their respective security councils, have been mandated to intensify actions within their various jurisdictions to contain incidents of illegal small-scale mining. Additionally, the Minerals Commission will enhance our reformative efforts, particularly through ramping up the establishment of responsible and legal community mining schemes. We have told you that name, community mining, you've heard from Reverend Fathers, you've heard from Erastus, is just a synonym for another terrible galamsey happening. How many times would you have to tell? That's what I'm saying. Abu Jinapa has lost touch with the reality on the ground. Abu Jinapa apparently perhaps is not being briefed on the reality. He's tired. I'm sure he's been in government for way too long. He should find somewhere to sit so that a more energetic and reasonable person who understands the reality on the ground will lead this fight. He has no business continuing in office We know as for Akufo-Addo, if you advise him to remove the person, he will wait till when it is no longer useful to do so. But this is about our lives, our future. We are destroying what will safeguard the future of this country. We have terribly thrown the economy into the gutter. We are struggling to merely survive on the few things that we have. Please do not add the destruction of the environment to it. But it's obvious that Abu does not have enough respect for even the TUC that issued that statement. He doesn't care about the Reverend Fathers, the Cali Bishops Conference, the Christian Council, or who went out there on that stage of the media coalition against illegal mining to go and say something drastic ought to be done. This is not only the opposite of something drastic. This is basically saying, to hell with all of you, what you are saying. We are continuing with business as usual. Anybody who thinks like this should not be in the position to be making decisions for the rest of us. No, because the people who is considering making a decision really has very little to do with the rest of us.
Where is the Minister for Environment Sensitive?
What? I have no idea.
No, where is she this morning? Like, where is she? What is she doing today to earn her salary? Where is she? Why? What was the... exactly what advantage did the president believe he was bringing to that sector by appointing her? Or did he just give her the post as a reward? Because if it's a reward there, then of course you don't expect her to work. You expect her to enjoy. Anna. Look, let's get on with it, okay? Let's not get depressed. The news review would have been brought to us by Access Bank More Than Banking. But the online review now, thanks to Zenith Bank in your best interest, and Goyle Good Energy, and Bishops Conference calls for urgent action against galamsey, saying this is the time for righteous anger. Okay. All right, galamsey, government failing to take the right decision to reverse the genocide, and that's the Federation of Labor. Look, almost every story online is about galamsey. Not surprisingly, but government's response is that we'll just keep doing what we are doing. We'll do more of what we have been doing. All right. Okay. CityNewsroom.com. Declaring a state of emergency is draconian and far-reaching. Lands Minister is the one saying this. All right. And on CNN this morning, you see a story of a medical training ferry, I think it is, in Ukraine. And a medical train, carrying Ukraine's frontline wounded soldiers to hospitals around the country. All right. Time for the BBC News, brought to us by Fidelity Bank, believe with us, and Old Mutual, 10 years of greatness in Ghana, here for a lifetime.
There are people who are involved in responsible small-scale mining, who have invested millions of cedis and millions of dollars, who are mining responsibly, who are contributing to our national economy, who are employing hundreds and thousands of Ghanaian youth, who have committed no crime. So if you announce a ban tomorrow, it means that you have to look at the consequences on the national economy, which obviously will be catastrophic, which will be literally rendering our country bankrupt. So I'm reluctant to give a definitive position on this matter. I think the discussion should go on.
What is new among the things that he said? All these things you are doing, you've been doing it, and stability of water is at 14,000 NTUs. And you say regional ministers, they don't have the capacity. The actions that have been said doesn't satisfy what we are asking for. It just tells you that they don't realize the fact that we are in a crisis. Maybe the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources not read the 5 points from the media coalition, because the things he's saying is the same thing. And this, unfortunately, would not deal with the situation that we have at hand.
Cyanide that make we in the water. They let this poisoning the water.
Radio station. Welcome to The Inquiry on the BBC World Service. Google is everywhere in our online lives. It began as a super innovative startup with a strong sense of ethics.
The motto that Google started out with was very simple: don't be evil.
But in August this year, a court in Washington, D.C. ruled that Google had been abusing its dominant position in the search market.
The theory in the case was that it engaged in various kinds of conduct that made it hard for rivals to catch up.
Many feel it's become just too big to control. And that could mean we're going to have to rely on Google itself to use its power more responsibly.
They are one of the major providers of information globally, and that has consequences.
So this week we're asking, can we trust Google? I'm David Baker. Join me on The Inquiry after the news.
Hello, I'm Govinda Gill with the BBC News. Alberto Fujimori, the strongman former president of Peru, who was later jailed for human rights abuses, has died. He was 86. A divisive and authoritarian figure, Fujimori governed Peru over the 1990s. Dan Collins, a journalist based in the Peruvian capital Lima, says the reaction to his death is mixed.
A sector of the population is even celebrating in some way this death. Others are, of course, expressing their condolences. You can find people who say he was the best president that Peru has ever had because he defeated a leftist insurgency and put the economy back on track. And you can also find people who will say he was the worst president. He governed with widespread human rights abuses, and there was also rampant corruption.
The family of the jailed Belarusian opposition leader Maria Kolesnikova say they fear she's being slowly killed in prison with insufficient food and extreme isolation. She's been held in solitary confinement for 18 months as extra punishment on top of an 11-year prison sentence for leading protests against Alexander Lukashenko in 2020. The first spacewalk by private citizens has now been delayed by a few hours and is scheduled to begin later today. The participants left Earth on board the privately funded Polaris craft on Tuesday. Georgina Reynard has the details.
3, 2, 1, ignition.
It sounded like a standard space launch, but this mission hopes to make history. The billionaire Jared Isaacman, who funded this Polaris project, aims to complete a spacewalk with the engineer Sarah Gillis. The crew will wear a new type of spacesuit that can be worn inside and out of the machine, so there'll be no need for an airlock on the craft. All space travel is risky, but this is particularly dangerous, with the first test of the equipment in space.
The head of the United Nations has described as unacceptable an Israeli airstrike on a school in central Gaza in which 6 members of staff from the UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees were killed. The school in Nusayrat, which has faced repeated missile attacks since last October, houses thousands of displaced Palestinians. Daniel DeSimone in Jerusalem told us more.
The UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees said it's the single deadliest incident for its staff since the war between Israel and Hamas began in October last year. The agency said 6 of its staff were killed. The UN's head, Antonio Guterres, said that dramatic violations of international law must stop. The Israeli military said it conducted a precise airstrike on what it said were terrorists operating a Hamas command and control centre in the compound.
BBC News. The US Justice Department says a court in Hawaii has sentenced a former CIA officer to 10 years imprisonment after he pleaded guilty to spying on behalf of the Chinese government. Alexander Yukching Ma, a US citizen born in Hong Kong, reached a plea deal with prosecutors in May. He will have to submit to regular debriefings by US government agencies for the rest of his life. The head of the US military command in Africa has told the BBC his forces will only cooperate with countries in the Sahel region once they return to democracy. US forces have withdrawn from Burkina Faso, Mali, Chad and Niger since they were taken over by military governments. Anne Soy reports.
Despite the withdrawal of American troops from the Sahel, General Langley has told the BBC that the US military is still engaged through diplomatic channels with the region as it redefines its relationship. He ruled out having concurrent operations with Russian forces and contractors who have moved in to occupy the vacuum left behind by departing Western forces. General Langley said they do not share values including human rights and the laws of armed conflict.
Thousands of people in Southern California are being forced to evacuate their homes as 3 wildfires continue to rage east of Los Angeles. Officials say tens of thousands of homes are under threat. 12 people have been injured, mostly firefighters. Animal rights campaigners have accused the British government of wasting money after it emerged that the cost of the Army's ceremonial bearskin caps has soared. The iconic headgear worn by guards outside Buckingham Palace are made of real fur, each requiring 1 bear to be killed. The campaigners are calling for a switch to fake fur alternatives. That's the latest world news from the BBC.
Charlie, today the matter will catch me. I received urgent order from my online store. Customer wants 10 pieces sharp. But my wahala be delivery. Stress so me too. I no get order in weeks. So then I make slow. Charlie, I decide to deliver this thing myself. Quiet. I was willing to trust my small tired car like that. But boy, I no even leave my area where the whole place full of snow. Engine kaput, pasca. Ask the boys they help me push the car off the road. Where I look up and raise my head. Where I see for Fidelity Bank billboard top. This too just be chapter. Then Norma Vim come. Listen, I dog the sadness and find Okada fast. I deliver all the goods, collected my money, and even got referrals from this customer. At Fidelity Bank, we believe you can achieve your dreams. Believe with us. Ebefa.
Enhance your business operations with the HP Color LaserJet 150 NW printer. You can print, copy, and scan up to 19 pages per minute with high-quality mobile scans or customizable shortcuts in the HP Smart app that delivers effortless use from wherever you work so you can focus on growing your business. Take advantage of its Wi-Fi direct printing and intuitive touchscreen, which are both designed to simplify your day. With the HP Color LaserJet 150 NW printer, experience fast and easy setups and improved overall printing efficiency with a 20,000 page duty cycle built to keep you and your business secure and moving forward with embedded security that is pre-configured out of the box to detect and stop attacks. The HP Color LaserJet 150 NW printer is available at all Kompu Ghana stores. Visit kompugana.com or call 0302 752 020 for more information.
I am Ohinere Gifty Auntie. You see, it always feels good when you receive that salary alert. I made a bold decision to invest a lump sum into the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan. And this means that I will get these alerts every month throughout retirement for the rest of my life. You too can retire on your own terms. So invest a lump sum in the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan today and enjoy guaranteed monthly income for life. Call Old Mutual on 050-453-4333 or visit oldmutual.com.gh to sign up today. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
Organized labor today decided that 1, an immediate declaration of state of emergency in line with the provisions of the 1992 Constitution, Article 31, the declaration must incorporate the following. A, an order to halt all forms of mining, legal or illegal, in forest reserves and around water bodies. Immediate evacuation of all mining equipment in forest reserves and around water bodies. The deployment of police and military with full orders to remove, destroy all mining equipment and other earth-moving equipment around river bodies and in the forest reserve. 2, the immediate revocation of LI 2462 and the withdrawal of all licenses that have been granted for prospecting in mining in forests and protected reserves and also around water bodies. Establish a special court to prosecute the perpetrators of this horrible crime. Now, this is our firm and resolute position that organized labor would urgently embark on series of demonstrations and a nationwide strike if government fails to address the concerns raised by end of September 2024.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
For over 60 years, Good Energy has served you top quality fuels. Goil brings you Super XP for a smooth ride. It is available in Goil stations nationwide. Goil Super XP is fortified with special additives which help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Goil Super XP is quality fuel, the ideal choice for most vehicles. Energize your ride with Goil Super XP. Who feel ya? Huh? Who be feel? Good energy. Yeah,
As a parent, I recommend the best school for you, DPS International. The school offers innovative teaching in a nurturing environment that makes learning easy. It's a globally recognized Cambridge and IB diploma program school running from crèche to A-level with well-equipped boarding facilities for students above 12 years old. Their students excel in spelling bee, international Olympiads, Harvard MUN, Shock Quiz, and other prestigious competitions. Their extracurricular activities provide a holistic education that prepares our children for the future. DPS students have constantly won awards for academic excellence at the annual British Council ceremony. You are assured of transportation and 24-hour security. Enroll now for the new academic year and secure your child's future at DPS International. Locate DPS at Tema Community 25. Visit our website at dpsghana.edu.gh or call 0596 994 759 for more information. DPS International, where excellence meets opportunity.
Do you want a healthy smile?
Are missing teeth affecting your confidence? Dental implants could be the solution. Hi, I'm Tanya from Bethel Dental Clinic, Ghana, and I'm here to tell you about the amazing benefits of dental implants. If you're missing teeth or struggling with uncomfortable dentures, dental implants could be the solution you've been looking for. Implants are a special metal screw placed in the jawbone where the tooth or teeth used to be. After a while, this screw or implant fuses seamlessly with the jawbone, providing stability and durability. Dental implants look, feel, and function just like the natural teeth, giving you freedom to eat, speak, and laugh without worry. Bethel Dental Clinic, the smile starts here.
Healthy smile.
Hi, Aku. I just got the estimate for the home repairs. It's more than we expected. I'm really stressed about where to find the money.
Why worry, Musa? You are a salaried worker. Haven't you heard about the GCB personal loan promo? They can give you up to 700,000 Ghana cedis in less than 24 hours at a significantly reduced interest rate and fees.
Really? This sounds exciting, but is it easy to apply?
Super easy. Skip the stress. Get the cash with the GCB personal loan promo with a 1-month repayment holiday. Just visit a GCB bank branch near you or call 0302 634 922. Toll free 0800 422 422. No hassle, no stress.
Wow! I just got a notification. The loan is already in my account. That was fast.
Skip the stress and get the cash you need with GCB Personal Loan. Visit a branch near you today. Terms and conditions apply. GCB Bank, your bank for life.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't morning show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
Yo, Richie, you know the name, right? Are you ready, baby?
No crime. So if you announce a ban tomorrow, it means that you have to look at the consequences on the national economy, which obviously will be catastrophic, which will be literally rendering our country bankrupt. So I'm reluctant to give a definitive position on this matter. I think the discussion should go on.
All these things you are doing, you've been doing it, and stability of water is at 14,000 NTUs. And you say regional ministers, they don't have the capacity. The actions that have been said doesn't satisfy what we are asking for. It just tells you that they don't realize the fact that we are in a crisis. Maybe the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources correct the 5 points from the media coalition, because the things he's saying is the same thing. And this, unfortunately, would not deal with the situation that we have at hand.
Right. 7:18 is the time.
Yeah, you don't remember this song? At the time KOD was in his elements, and when going around university campuses and introducing, now we're doing the Golo Golo dance.
Wow.
Oh no, I remember.
Sounds like he was quite an entertainer. Yes. Well, now he's quite a lawyer, and he's certainly the running mate to Alan.
So this is Alan's chosen song for the. Anyway, we have tried The Economist. It appears not to be going well. We have debt exchange on our hands. Our economy, we don't know whether it is. Every day we say we are turning the corner. Mm-hmm. So sometimes it's time to try
a lawyer.
Creative arts lawyer there or intern. He will soon graduate into it.
No, he's a lawyer. Please.
Yes, I know. I'm not saying he's not a lawyer.
Larry Walker says he's an intern. I'm saying
that's
not fair to him.
Kwame
is a lawyer. He works at a law firm. He's a lawyer. Please.
When did he leave law school? Oh. You want us to probe that?
Let the man finish.
Let me make the point. The way you are insisting on. But I'm saying that, yes, his reputation as a great musician is going to help this nation. And that we need to promote the creative arts. We have tried economists.
I'm not sure he'll be happy with you when you say his reputation as a great musician. And the man is transitioned from music long ago.
And also as a great broadcaster. Yes. We have been defend media freedom for a very long time. We need broadcasters. There are times somebody say journalists should not be president. Namu Fama, economist. So we are also protesting with that claim and saying that it is possible that a broadcaster is president or vice president of this country, and that he will chair the economic management team of the country and lead us in the right direction.
So this is this is the campaign
movement
song
for change.
This is the campaign song for
the movement.
Chairman 2025.
Why they say we should move on? This is
Wale,
a very
Wale.
important
I don't think this is their campaign song.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Anyway.
Golo. And
it's a very catchy tune.
And Wale
and Golo. Let's go.
So the Kingdom Books. You people are not correct. What's the matter with you? Now the Kingdom Books and Stationery Back to School promotion is here once again, and from until the end of September, Kingdom Books is giving a generous 10 to 20% discount on exercise books, pens, pencils, erasers, textbooks, and so much more across Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Takoradi, Winneba, and Cape Coast. You can call 050-648-7557, email info@kingdomgh.com, or just shop online at kingdomstoreonline.com. Kingdom Books, where quality and affordability are both assured. Terms and conditions apply.
Now, have you heard about the incredible benefits of Excellium from Total Energies? Well, let me tell you more about this premium fuel with its amazing 3-in-1 power. Total Energies introduces Excellium new formula, the additive-enriched fuel, with its powerful 3-in-1 action that cleans your engine, extends its life, and lowers your fuel consumption, thanks to the cumulative effects of its anti-corrosion, anti-wear, and detergent additives. Excellium new formula also lowers your vehicle's fuel consumption while reducing CO2 emissions. You'll drive, experience the difference with Total Energies Excellium new formula. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Now, every moment whispers of greatness. Every hour, new pages turn, and every day is a new chapter to keep your dreams alive. Today, a tabletop owner. Tomorrow, a shopfront owner. Today, a student, and tomorrow, a bank manager. Today, you may be an apprentice, and tomorrow, you'll be a master mason. And the list goes on and on and on. Whatever is it that you do to add value to this world, remember that your efforts are conspiring to make your plans happen big time. At Fidelity Bank Ghana Limited, our purpose is to inspire your success and collaborate with you every step of the way. Truly, there is more ahead. Kojo, a befa brutal. Now that we are becoming vice president.
Yeah.
Befa brutal.
Now, in these times of high electricity tariffs, build-free solar hybrid air conditioners are your sure bet to cut down on electricity bills. Build-free solar hybrid air conditioners will cool your buildings comfortably with very low energy consumption. Now, the amazing part is the air conditioners are built with the latest German technology that gives you 80% savings on energy consumption compared to traditional air conditioners. Build-free solar hybrid air conditioners come with a 6-year warranty. warranty and free after-sales service for a year. So call for purchases on 053 1100 915. That's 053 1100 915. Build Freeze superior cooling with lower energy.
And at DPS, we believe in nurturing every child's potential. With our experienced and caring teachers, we ensure a strong foundation for lifelong learning. Our state-of-the-art facilities provide the perfect environment for curiosity and discovery. Our diverse extracurricular and enriching after-school activities help students explore their passions. We have a fleet of buses with GPS trackers to monitor your child's movement in and out of school and hostel facilities for children coming from afar. And with our surveillance cameras, your child's security is guaranteed. Enroll your child now at DPS International, which runs from creche to A-level and offer the Cambridge and IB diploma program successfully. We have excellent results in spelling bee and business challenge competitions. For incoming students residing in Community 25 and neighboring communities, there's a 100% admission fee waiver. Yes, 100%. For more information, contact us on 0596994-759 or visit the school's website at dpsghana.edu.gh. DPS, where every child shines.
Now, which bank in Ghana is always at your service?
Omnibasic!
Which bank is ready to assist you with their 24-hour state-of-the-art contact center?
Omnibasic!
And which bank is Ghana's fastest growing corporate bank and Bank of the Year 2023?
Omni Winston Abaze.
Basic!
Now, at Omnibasic Bank, we are always at your service. So call us on 0307 086000 or 0302 758 555. Also, our toll-free number is 0800 100790, or visit any of our branches nationwide to open an Omnibasic bank account today and enjoy exceptional customer service. Omnibasic at your service.
All right. So what cry is luck? For many, luck is that glorious moment when you find money in your trousers right when you're broke. For others, luck is being picked out of a crowd for a reward. Well, for the guys at the luckiest, luck is a life-changing event and they believe everyone deserves a shot at it. Luck is coming with prizes so exciting they'll make your head spin. You want to be the luckiest? Dial *712# and get your ticket. The more you buy, the better your chances of winning. And remember, when you hear that catchy jingle, it's your cue to pay attention. It could be your lucky day. Luck is on its way to you and your community. So stay sharp. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere.
And Imperial General Assurance brings to you the collision insurance policy. Yes, now we give you insurance beyond the road. The collision insurance from Imperial General gives you protection in the event of a collision with another vehicle or an object. The policy offers repair of your damaged car parts resulting from the collision, hospitalization benefits if you're admitted beyond 3 days. Yes, you need not be involved in an accident to benefit, or third-party benefits. So whether you're a taxi driver, trotro driver, or a private car owner, collision insurance is for you. Sign up for the collision insurance motor policy from Imperial. Call us today on 0577-667-436 or talk to your broker or any of our agents across the country for further details. You can also follow us on all our social media handles. Terms and conditions apply. Collision insurance, insurance beyond the road. Imperial General Assurance, solid protection.
Now, where are you headed this morning? Are you going shopping at the mall, buying fuel for your car? Are you enjoying your favorite meal at a restaurant, or getting home essentials at your favorite shop? Or you're shopping online for the things you need? Wherever you go, whatever you're doing, do it with the SG Visa card. The SG Visa card is your best option, really, to make payments for goods and services online or anywhere with a point of sale machine. Enjoy a world of amazing opportunities available with the SG Visa card. Go about your business anywhere in Ghana with the comfort and security of your money being available to you always. Make your life easy and use your SG Ghana Visa card today. To find out more, just call this number 0302 214 314. SG Ghana. The future is you.
Okay, I guess you're wondering where to be. holding your strategy planning meetings, your board sessions, and your staff retreats. Well, really, listen, you just need to go to the best hotel in this country. It's Safari Valley Resort. Think of the green, serene environment, the accessibility, the meeting room capacity, the flow and layout of space, room flexibility, quality of equipment, and the staff, not forgetting first-class catering services. Then, listen, it's got to be Safari Valley Resort as your first choice.
You're welcome, my brother.
Thank you. It's good to be back. Yes, call Safari Valley Resort on 059-691-4394. Safari Valley, bringing you closer to nature.
So it is not a problem for Jabin people alone. It is a nationwide problem.
Why? What did you hear?
The fancy people. the Cape Coast for him.
It's an account problem.
Oh, now it's an account problem.
Look, if you like, we can play it back. I didn't actually say it wrong.
The way you are defending that, so the remix,
what were you?
Why were you doing
anyway,
the remix?
let me move on and tell you about Toyota, because you can drive with complete confidence with Toyota Ghana's new extended warranty of 5 years or 120,000 kilometers, whichever comes first. You can enjoy peace of mind motoring on every journey. No need to worry about unexpected repair costs anymore. Just focus on the road. Secure your peace of mind today with Toyota Ghana extended warranty. Call Toyota Ghana today on 0302-429-8052. 0302-429-80125 to learn more. Ghana drives Toyota. Toyota superior quality.
Now, are you ready to make every moment count? From the simple pleasures of treating yourself to unforgettable weekend getaways or a special surprise for someone you love, you can have the perfect companion. Stanbic cars are there for those fulfilling moments that make you go like, yes, this is it. Talk to Stanbic on 0302-815-789. On social media, it's at Stanbic Bank GH or visit stanbicbank.com.gh to learn more.
All right, sports coming up in just a moment, as well as birthdays and more. Stay with us. It's the Super Morning Show on Joy.
You see them. You see them every day in our communities, doing what they do best to make a difference in the lives of people. You see them. You see them bring positive transformation to the lives of people in the areas of education, health, and economic empowerment. While many will see them and turn their faces away, you see them. You see their efforts, and you know they're heroes who deserve to be celebrated. MTN Heroes of Change is setting out to unearth and to celebrate a new set of heroes. You can throw the light on the heroes you see in your community by nominating them to win 100,000 Ghana cedis and other prizes to help them expand their work. Just fill an online nomination form at mtn.com.gh or send a WhatsApp with a 1-minute video of your nominee's project on 055-141-1122. Deadline for nominations is 18th October 2024, so don't waste time. Nominate your hero now. MTN Heroes of Change. Be the change you wish to see.
Imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. Picture your rooftop transformed into a solar sanctuary, radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more. With Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, you can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And guess what? Our renewable energy loans come at very low rates. That's right, we are not just offering loans, we are offering the keys to your solar-powered kingdom. Say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. So if you're ready to take control of your energy destiny and switch to solar today, give us a shout on any of the following phone lines: 050-153-5789, 050-153-5790, 0244-674154. Let's chart a course for a brighter tomorrow and make your solar dreams shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered, here for good.
And where do you think you're going?
To train in the garden.
with my broom?
Mom, it's a javelin.
Oh, really? And that plate?
That's not a plate, it's a discus, Mom. We are training to become winners.
Well, you know you need lots of energy to become winners. So you both better start your day with Twisco before you go anywhere. Besides its great chocolatey taste, Twisco is enriched with Enerfort, a blend of energy-boosting vitamins and minerals for little winners.
Thanks, Mom.
Got to keep my little winners in shape. Twisco, power your dreams.
This advert is FDA approved.
Mommy and Daddy, please make us happy with a DSTV decoder. We want to laugh out loud with Cartoon Network's hilarious shows like Mr. Magoo, Lego DC Superhero Girls, and Pokemon Horizons. Help us to discover new worlds with CBB's Ranger Hamza Echo Quest and Nickelodeon's Camp Coral. We will also tune in to Disney Junior and DreamWorks.
Keep your kids entertained whilst they are on holidays. Dial star 759 hash to renew your subscription today. DSTV, your home of entertainment.
All right, birthday messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by
MTN. Everywhere you go.
And Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. All right. Well, whose birthday is it this morning? I wonder.
Well, we'll bring you the birthday messages shortly.
Okay. Right now, though, the Joy Sports Center, and that comes to you thanks to MTN. And everywhere you go, Standard Chartered Bank,
here for good.
Twisco food drink. Twisco,
power your dream.
And if it's football you want, DSTV has it all. DSTV, your home of entertainment.
So folks, imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. Picture your rooftop transformed into a solar sanctuary radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more, because with Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, you can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And guess what? Our renewable energy loans come at very low rates. We're not just offering loans, we're offering the keys to your solar-powered kingdom. Say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. So if you're ready to take control of your energy destiny and switch to solar today, give us a shout on 05015357789, 05015357790, and then 0244674154. Let's chat a course for a brighter tomorrow and make your solar dream shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered, here for good.
Now, there's an exciting new chocolate beverage out there on the market from the producers of Cowbell. Permit me to introduce you to Twisco. This is a chocolate food drink with a blend of premium cocoa powder. It's enriched with Enerfort, and actually Enerfort's got minerals and vitamins B, C, D, iron, and many more. Twisco is available in 20 grams and can be found at your neighborhood, the nearest store there, in a delightful red sachet for only 1 Ghana cedi 80 pesos. To enjoy all the goodness packed in the sachet, empty contents into a mug, mixed with 180 milliliters of previously boiled water. Add milk and you stir. Start your day with a cup of the great tasting Twisco and power your dream. This advert is FDA approved.
Now, listen, whether you're an SME, a startup, a large enterprise, or an educational institution, Microsoft 365 Education, Business and Enterprise are the cutting-edge solutions you need to streamline operations and enhance educational capabilities. From top-notch email services to dynamic CRM tools and collaborative platforms, well, MTN has got you covered. Sign up to any MTN Business Microsoft solution and unlock exclusive access to additional services like WebWiz and Business Messenger, all at unbeatable prices. It's a complete digital transformation package tailored to fuel your success. Email mtnbusiness.gh@mtn.com or WhatsApp or make a phone call to 0244 308 111 to explore how they can empower your business. Hashtag Let's Get Business Done Better.
And time for us to bring you the Joy Sports Center. Welcome aboard. My name is Victor Ashuta Maklo. We're going to start with, there's only one place to start from, really, on a morning like this, after the day we had yesterday, because the Confederation of African Football has asked the Ghana Football Association to find an alternative venue for the Black Stars' next home game against Sudan in the AFCON qualifiers to be played next month. This was after the Continent Football Governing Body withdrew its approval of the Baba Stadium, according to a statement released by the GFA yesterday. Baba received a conditional approval to host Ghana's opening qualifier against Angola last week Thursday, but it turns out that CAF did not like what they saw on the day of the match and have now come out with a revised decision following that game. Joy Sports' Daniel Cranton takes a look at likely destinations for the Ghana versus Sudan game next month.
A monumental embarrassment awaits Ghana after the Confederation of African Football withdrew approval for the use of the Baba Yara Sports Stadium for the AFCON qualifiers. According to CAF, persistent issues at the venue, as well as others in Ghana, such as the Cape Coast Stadium and the Accra Sports Stadium, have resulted in the continent's governing body asking Ghana to select an alternative venue from among other approved venues outside Ghana for matchday 3 and 4 of the 2025 AFCON qualifiers in October. In light of this, the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium in Uyo, Nigeria, seems like the most likely alternative for Ghana, according to Joy Sports sources. Largely due to its close proximity to Ghana, the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium and two other likely alternatives in the Stade Félix Bonnier and the Stade de la Paix, both in Côte d'Ivoire, are being seriously considered. Other options for Ghana will be Cameroon's Japoma Stadium, located in Douala, and the Berkane Municipal Stadium in Morocco, where Ghana played Niger. Ghana is expected to make their decision known to CAF within the coming days.
Well, like it or not, this decision has implications on the taxpayer. Here's what you need to know.
For now, though, the sports ministry has to find the money to cover the cost of air travel for the match contingent, pay per diems, winning bonuses in dollars, because the game is no longer happening in Ghana. And because we're not going to have the over 40,000 spectators that normally would have thrown to the Baba Yara Sports Stadium to support the team, there is also the small matter of whether or not to burst funds to go to wherever the Ghana Football Association settles on to support the Black Stars.
Well, how will this impact Ghana's chances of qualifying for next year's AFCON? Joy Sports editor Fentio Tari Fentio has the details.
This unwanted misfortune of having to play home matches away from home is the first time the Black Stars have had to experience this. And it's definitely complicated what was already a very difficult qualifying campaign. This is the worst start they've had to a qualifying campaign since the year 2004. And in that year, the Black Stars did not make the AFCON. And there is a certain uneasiness around their chances of making next year's AFCON as well, given how they've started. Now, to play games against Sudan without the fans will certainly make it difficult, because CFS Sudan have been in incredible form, and it would take a miracle for the Black Stars to get 2 wins against them. And they need those 2 wins, without which the Black Stars don't look like they will qualify for the AFCON.
Now, amidst the ongoing controversy over the team's home venue, it's worth noting that their performances have been lackluster regardless of where they play. Former Ghana international Karim Abdul-Razak has voiced concerns about the Black Stars' commitment, suggesting that the current squad lacks the dedication to truly sacrifice for their country.
Sometimes we are in camp, we play with Kotoko, we play with Olympics, we play with us, we do this. This time they don't even want to play with even those clubs were locally before. And then later some of us went, but not everybody was away. So it was mostly easier for us to play together. We are also playing not for himself, we play for the team, we are playing for Ghana, that's all. So, because in the end when you win the match, no bonus is coming. So why do you think of getting bonus before you play? You go and play and win, that's what we needed. It's not the same today.
Away from the Black Stars. Remember the Australia visa scandal from 2018, where over 60 individuals were deported back to Ghana for pretending to be journalists to attend the Commonwealth Games? Well, the central figure in that controversy is Pius Enam Hajide. He's back in the news with a new promise. He's pledged to help his Iswajaman constituents travel to the United States of America for the World Cup if they elect him as their member of parliament in the December elections. The chief executive officer of the National Youth Authority made his commitment during his campaign trail on Tuesday.
Nananom,
Do you know that it takes 18 hours to travel from Ghana to Australia? Yet, I was able to assist some individuals in making this journey. The 2026 World Cup will be held in America, which is just a 7-hour flight from Ghana. If you, Nananum, desire for your children to travel to America to work and send money back home, or if you're a young person eager to explore opportunities abroad, I promise to support you when I become MP.
Well, let's talk about the Ghana Premier League. We saw match week 1 of the 2024-25 season just last weekend, but it was dominated by issues of poor television broadcast and even officiating. Many fear that if this continues, interest in the league might deteriorate further. Here's Databank Chief Executive Officer Kojo Adai-Mensah, who's also a football enthusiast. He wants the Ghana Football Association to restrict the number of channels broadcasting the league.
My worry for the Ghana Premier League is really about its publicity. Those of us who follow it, we are following it. It's very difficult. It's very, very difficult. We need to find a way to whip up the support and the following. I'm advising the FA, make radio commentary open to anybody who wants to go and give radio commentary on their platform, so that the exposure is there. Restrict the TV, give it to 3 stations or something like that, and let them pick it, and let other stations then pick from those stations. Because people have the TV, they'll sit at home and watch.
Meanwhile, Mediama Sporting Club opened their campaign with a 1-0 win over Accra Lions on Sunday at the TNA Stadium. Yet supporters were not happy with the number of goals scored. Head coach Nibosa Kapor is asking for patience.
You know how it is here. People always expect when we are coming on the game, all of people around, they are talking, 3 goals, 4 goals, 5 goals. They are always expecting. Our supporters are putting pressure on our players, no on opponent players. This is your mentality. But be patient. You will see. We will rise up and they will be happy.
Well, Nibosa Kapor is not the only Premier League manager losing sleep over the state of affairs, even when winning. Vision FC coach Nana Ajiman has said that he is having sleepless night because he set high standard for himself following a goalless draw against Brecum Chelsea in their first ever top flight match.
I put a lot of pressure on myself. Every time I get onto a new stage, I want to succeed. I have sleepless nights, not because somebody wants me to have it, but because I want the team to play well. Right from the beginning of the season, people didn't even think that Vision could play the way we play today. The preseason wasn't that great in terms of possession, in terms of movement in and out of spaces and stuff, even in terms of finishing. We're still working in phase 4. Once we get it right and we're able to score goals, I think that Vision will forge forward.
Ghana Premier League reigning champions Samatex 96 are scheduled to face Raja Casablanca at the Accra Sports Stadium on Sunday in what will be the first leg of the CAF Champions League group stage playoff round. Karim Zito, who led Dreams FC to a historic semi-final place in the Confederation Cup last term, believes Samatex are in a good place to reach the group stage.
So I think they are on course. They are seriously on course. And we talked together. I talked to him. For the Arabs, they have their way of playing. When you are able to study them and then map a good strategy, they can't do anything against you.
Let's move the conversation on and elsewhere. Arsenal captain Martin Odegaard is set to be out for at least 3 weeks with an ankle injury, according to Norway's team doctor. Odegaard limped off during Norway's Nations League win over Austria on Tuesday, and a 25-year-old midfielder returned to London where he underwent an MRI scan to ascertain the extent of the damage done. The club manager Mikel Arteta has said he will provide an update later tomorrow in his news conference before Sunday's North London derby at Tottenham. Meanwhile, in West London, former Chelsea manager Jose Mourinho has said he would have signed Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen, but for Fenerbahce's financial situation. Osimhen, who has averaged over 30 goals in each of the past 2 seasons, joined rivals Galatasaray after moves to Al Hilal and Chelsea fell through on transfer deadline day. Speaking on the quality he brings to the Turkish league, Fenerbahce manager Mourinho said Osimhen's credentials are without question.
Galatasaray got absolutely fantastic player. I don't have problems with Victor. In fact, we have a very good relation. But every time I play against him, I speak with him because I don't like the way he behaves. He dives too much. And the last time we play Roma against Napoli, I had this conversation with him and I told him, look, you are one of the 2 best African players. It's you and Salah.
Well, that was Mourinho speaking about what he does not like about Victor Osimhen. We'll bring you more on that conversation in subsequent bulletins. But finally, Cristiano Ronaldo has said his former club, Manchester United, must build everything from the bottom up if they are to compete for the top titles again. The 39-year-old Portugal forward won 3 Premier League titles, the Champions League, and a Club World Cup crown during his first stints at United from 2003 and 2009. And he says he still loves the club, who finished 8th in the Premier League last term. In what is a yet-to-be broadcast interview he had with former teammate Rio Ferdinand, Ronaldo says they need to build everything in his opinion. The club needs time to rebuild because it's still one of the best clubs in the world, but they need to change. He says the future will be bright if they put in the right structures, otherwise they cannot compete. And in the Joy Sports Center.
Thank you very much, and the change must start with Eric Ten Hag. Thank you, Victor Achutamaklo. And we can now bring you food for thought this morning, brought to us by Roverman Productions. Be
the difference.
Uncle, good morning.
Baba, you say, good to hear from you.
Yes, Uncle, good to hear from you also. I know that you are preparing for the final weekend of I Want to Feed You.
You are right. Yes, this weekend, beginning from tomorrow.
Okay, yeah.
Tomorrow, 7 p.m. and then Saturday, 2 shows, 4 and 8. Sunday, 3 shows, 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and 8 p.m. Yeah. And join us. You would enjoy it. We have put a whole neighborhood on stage, and it's fun. But you said for the first 2 weeks of September, I have devoted my presentations to celebrating the 16th anniversary of my breakthrough as a playwright, director, and producer of live theater on commercial basis. The 6th of September 2008 was the day my play, Unhappy Wives, Confused Husbands, premiered to the public and changed my life. That was 16 years ago. And now, 58 plays after Unhappy Wives, Confused Husbands, I am filled with gratitude to God and to the many who have followed my work for all those years. Listen, last weekend, my latest play, I Want to Feed You, opened to the public as my anniversary play. And at each of the 6 shows so far, I asked those who were at the National Theatre 16 years ago for Unhappy Wives to join me on stage. And I was overwhelmed to see about 50 people walk to the stage or stand to their feet each time.
Wow.
So for last weekend, there were about 300 such people in total in the audience for the 6 shows. I called them the Roverman class of 2008. Some of them said to me, Uncle Bo, I have kept that first ticket to this day. The play I Want to Feed You will continue to run this weekend from Friday to Sunday. And again, I will ask those who were with me 16 years ago to rise to their feet for my cast and I to celebrate them. And Winston, I am sure that we will have not less than 100 Roverman class of 2008 respond.
Sure.
I feel very honored and humbled that there are so many of the first patrons who still stand with me and continue to support my work. I take that as a vote of confidence in what I have been trying to do, which is to bring excellence, insights, and fun into the lives of Ghanaians on a quarterly basis. So to all those of the Roverman class of 2008, I say once again, thank you and God bless you. I give you my pledge that as long as God preserves my life and gives me strength, I would work hard to ensure that I give you great value for your money and for your time every quarter and for every show. I have dedicated my life to bringing you joy and great fun and insights and the best theater that is humanly possible. And if I do not impress you for any quarter, it will not be for want of trying. But it is not only those patrons I owe a debt of gratitude to. There are those who discovered my productions later and have since remained loyal to my plays, to my shows. And to them also, I say thank you and God bless you. Listen, putting up a show every quarter demands sacrificing almost everything. At 70, I still put in all-nighters just to meet the quarterly schedule. The strength and the motivation for that comes from God first of all, but knowing that there are hundreds of decent Ghanaians counting on me to bring them a great entertainment for every quarter fuels my commitment to keep working. I've done 16 years so far, but Winston, I still have not achieved what I set out to do fully.
I see.
The dream is to have an auditorium of my own and to move from 12 shows per quarter to 8 shows per week, every week, as happens in other countries. And if any of you listening is in the position to help me achieve that dream of the auditorium, I would love to meet you and talk. At media interviews, one of the most frequently asked questions is there a future for theater in Ghana? My response has always been along the following lines. Theater can boost business and help the economy, not just in taxes, the taxes we pay, but in attracting and keeping investors in Ghana for all sectors of the economy. Think of this. Most flights into Ghana have more foreigners than Ghanaians. Most of these Ghanaians are looking for either entertainment or investment opportunities in Ghana. The investors almost always have local agents who receive them and book them into hotels, and then they pick them in the mornings for business meetings. In the evenings, we drop them at their respective hotels and leave them to their own devices. The most we do for these guests is to have dinner with them. I have been in those shoes before. What you find is that there are not many options for engaging and entertaining these guests from Monday to Friday evenings, and most weekends too. So these people do not stay too long in Ghana. They get bored, and most do not look forward to returning to Ghana. Now compare that with what happens in other countries. Winston, I spent a week in Prague, in the Czech Republic.
Okay.
And every evening, Winston, my host took me somewhere. There were entertainment options every evening.
Wow.
It makes you, the guests, want to extend your stay and return sooner than later. This year, one of my sons traveled for business to South Africa, and he met a man who used to be the president of an association of aviation operators in Southern Africa. And this man, when he discovered that the Ghanaian he was talking to was my son, told him that he used to travel to Ghana every quarter just to watch my shows.
Wow.
And that is just one instance. Think what is possible if every foreigner who flies into Ghana knows that he can watch a great show every evening before returning. But forget the foreigner or the foreign investor for now. What about the citizens, Ghanaians? What about local tourism? Winston, you do very well with this. You travel around a lot, and that is wonderful. But for most Ghanaians, the only thing that makes them travel from their bases within Ghana are funerals, and every year maybe the festival in their traditional area. But in every developed country, tourism is driven by the citizens first and foremost, and by entertainment options in various cities. This is not what happens in Ghana. I look forward to the day when a church in, say, Nkoko will hire a bus to travel to Accra to watch a play. You see, the developed countries understand that you cannot talk about economic development without talking about the arts. Next year, we'll be swearing in a new president and a new government. I hope that whoever wins will hear my message and research into the power of the arts as a possible engine for growth for the economy. For now, I know I am sounding like John the Baptist in the wilderness, but I hope my voice can go far and that my words would not fall on deaf ears. So, if you ask me if there is a future for theater in Ghana, I say, let's make a future for theater possible, because we all stand to reap great benefits from that future. For now, If you have not watched any of my plays before, I want to feed you. My 58th play in 16 years is a good one to start with. And it is for this weekend at the National Theatre, and Winston will give you the details later. How about you, sir? Okay. It's always fun to be with you.
And always a joy listening to you, Uncle Ebo White. Thank you very, very much for joining us with Food for Thought this morning.
You're welcome.
And that's Food for Thought, brought to us by Roverman Productions. Be the difference. And so this is Roverman Productions anniversary quarter. And in partnership with the National Theatre and Joy FM, it takes you to the dramatic streets in an original Ebo White play titled I Want to Feed You. So it's the break of a new dawn, and with it comes the craziness of the neighborhood. Auntie Peace is raining curses because her Christmas chicken is missing, and Shira is asked to stay away from Sewa, the girl he loves. And two men are fighting over Obush's new baby. Meanwhile, Sewa has a secret from her past that keeps chasing her, and the preacher knows more than they think he does. I Want to Feed You shows on the 13th, 14th, and 15th of September 2024 at the National Theatre. Show times: Friday, that's tomorrow, 1 show only. Saturday at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., 2 shows only. And then Sundays at 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and 8 p.m., 3 shows. Rate 200 Ghana cedis. Buy tickets now via Koba short code *365 *535 hash or the Roverman app. Tickets for outlets. You can also get it at the front desk of Joy FM. Loyalty discounts apply to the loyalty patrons and those on the loyalty card. Discounts are available for big purchases. To place orders or make inquiries, please WhatsApp 0505 546 030 or call 0505 546 010. Sponsors Koba Gino Tomato Mix, GCB Bank, Tilly's Tea, Communications Partners, M Notify, and Logistic Movers. Buy your tickets now. Roverman Productions, be the difference, which means it's now time for the Joy Business Minute, brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana. CBG, we stand with you. Anointed Engineering Services, the generator experts, and build free solar hybrid air conditioners, superior cooling with lower energy.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you. Anointed Electric Cars, the generator experts, and build free solar hybrid air conditioners, superior cooling with lower energy. The Bank of Ghana has increased dollar intervention for the market as concerns grow over limited supply and the impact on the city's dwindling fortunes. The Minister of Food and Agriculture, Dr. Brian Champong, has strongly defended the financial position of Cocoa Board, insisting it will be able to purchase cocoa beans in the 2024-2025 crop season. Managing Director of Unilever Ghana Limited, Chris Wolf Caesar, has cautioned that the high cost of living of consumers could ultimately impact the fortunes of businesses. And Boeing's new chief executive, Kelly Odberg, has pleaded with workers to not go on strike as it would put the company's recovery in jeopardy. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you. Anointed Electric Cars, the generator experts, and build free solar hybrid air conditioners, superior cooling with lower energy.
And Anointed Engineering Services Limited is into the sales of ultra-silent, fuel-efficient diesel generating sets with sizes ranging from 5 kVA to 3,000 kVA at competitive prices. For every generator you acquire, you will enjoy a 5-year warranty. They also undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generating sets. And their services include 24-hour emergency services, sale of genuine spare parts, reliable rental services, professional advice, and sale of tower lights and rental. Okay, their latest branches in Bibiani Petroji opposite Bethel School Junction on the main Bibiani Kumasi Highway, Techiman X Oil Filling Station on the main Techiman Kumasi Highway, and locate our head office at number 77 Anointed House on the main Odoko Malam Highway near the Odoko traffic light. They also have 18 branches nationwide. And into skill training, they have a training school that trains students in generators and plants, auto mechanics, electricals and controls, and solar installations. And they offer 80% hands-on training and 20% theory. Contact their hotline on 0243 480 334 or 0243 690 295. Anointed, the generator experts. Let's get interactive this morning. Join us with your thoughts. Social media messages brought to us by Cowbell Coffee, with you every moment. Malatu from NS Chemist, Malatu Power Over Malaria, and EcoBank, a better way, a better Africa. But every day people face different emergencies, police emergency, fire emergency, medical emergency, you name them. But many Ghanaians don't know their emergency numbers. Well, here's one you would always want to remember, *770#. Yes, *770# is the new EcoBank Money emergency number, and it gives you instant access to loans, fund transfers, utility bill payments, airtime and data purchases, and so much more. You don't need internet for this, just dial *770#. No need to panic in any money emergency situation. EcoBank will always come to your rescue. Dial *770# now for solutions to your money emergencies. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. So guys, let's talk about something we all want: success. Yes, everybody wants it and everybody dreams of it. We all aspire to succeed and make a mark in life. We push ourselves to excel, and during challenges along the way just to be successful. Charlie, when work gets tough, and I bet you it will, you need that extra boost to keep pushing forward. And on those days where you need someone to be there for you, Cowbell Coffee will be by your side. It's a rich, creamy 3-in-1 blend with a great taste and aroma that will aid kickstart your day, whether you're working or just creating memories. With friends and loved ones, Cowbell Coffee will be there with you every moment. So no matter where you are, as you chase those goals, keep Cowbell Coffee close to stay motivated and going. Remember, Cowbell Coffee is with you every moment. Stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages here on the Super Morning Show.
EcoBank Mobile, they make me say, EcoBank Mobile, they make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Oh yeah, download it. You go enjoy them. In my branding chain. In my branding chain. Come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even just tights with the Apple. EcoBank Apple.
Life is easy with the EcoBank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the EcoBank mobile app. You know, it's 5-star life with EcoBank. Can promise.
You can't deny it when you taste it. The rich, creamy goodness of Cowbell Coffee. One sip and you feel it. It's Cowbell Coffee. Taste it and you love it. It's a virtual feeling. One sip and you feel it. It's Cowbell Coffee.
For the big days and the seemingly ordinary, creamy Cowbell Coffee is with you every moment.
This advert is FDA approved.
Let's get interactive this morning here on the Super Morning Show. And on Big Stories, brought to us by Telecel, connecting Energy's latest film, Your Partner for Life, and Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa. Our focus is on this.
There are people who are involved in responsible small-scale mining who have invested millions of cedis and millions of dollars, who are mining responsibly, who are contributing to our national economy, who are employing hundreds and thousands of Ghanaian youth who have committed no crime. So if you announce a ban tomorrow, it means that you have to look at the consequences on the national economy, which obviously will be catastrophic, which will be literally rendering our country bankrupt. So I'm reluctant to give a definitive position on this matter. I think the discussion should go on.
What is new among the things that he said? All these things you are doing, you've been doing it, and stability of water is at 14,000 NTUs. And you say regional ministers, they don't have the capacity. The actions that have been said doesn't satisfy what we are asking for. It just tells you that they don't realize the fact that we are in a crisis. Maybe the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources not read the 5 points from the media coalition, because the things he's saying is the same thing. And this, unfortunately, would not deal with the situation that we have at hand.
The Lands and Natural Resources Minister is asking regional ministers and regional security councils to intensify the fight against illegal mining. Is that the solution? Does that solve the problem? Join us with your thoughts, but of course we'll have this conversation. And the Telecel More Money promo is getting exciting. Over 1.2 million has been giving out in the daily and weekly draws with more to go. You could be a winner too. Simply opt in for free by dialing *500# or send WIN to 500 or visit the Telecel Play app. Then reload your mobile using your Telecel Cash wallet or make payments onto your fixed broadband account. And you could be winning 1 million grand. And you could be the winner in the 1 million grand prize in the Telecel More Money promotion. The more you reload, the better your chances of winning in the Telecel More Money promo. Remember, dial *500# or send WIN to 500 or visit the Telecel Play app to opt in. This promo is regulated by the NLA and the Carters Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Telecel, connecting energies. So you picture this, okay? You're lying in bed after a long day seeking comfort and relaxation, but instead you're met with a mattress that sags beneath you, a reminder of shortcuts and compromises. You know your comfort and well-being should have never been compromised. Well, that's why we at Latest Foam prioritize quality above all else. Step into our showrooms and experience the difference for yourself. Our high-quality mattresses and furniture are crafted with your ultimate relaxation in mind. Picture waking up refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready to take on the day. That's the Latest Foam promise. Invest in your well-being. Choose Latest Foam. Otherwise, you do yourself. Latest Foam is your partner for life. Visit us today and sleep better tonight. Call us on 0302 231155 or 0322 008499 or visit us online latestfoamghana.com. But you know, at Equity Health Insurance, the well-being of our members take precedence, and we recognize the unique healthcare needs of individuals and families, that is why we're delighted to present our Ebusia Health Plan. This health plan is crafted to promote the enduring health and happiness of you and your loved ones. Our plans are meticulously tailored to offer comprehensive and competitive health insurance coverage for individuals, families, and smaller groups. Access to quality care is just a phone call away, offering continual assurance for your family's welfare. Contact us on 0503 783 162 or 0503 860 381. Equity Health Insurance, here for you. Stay with us. When we return after these messages, we'll be joined by Hubert Addo with the new force. Will be telling us more about their economic policy. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Kind of way, tell you so the more money promo now.
Everybody likes money, but what do we like more than money? More money! Join the Telecel More Money promo and win money, more money, and even more money. Simply opt in for free and reload your mobile and broadband and be the lucky winner of the 1 million Ghana cedis grand prize. Also win cash prizes of up to 3 million Ghana cedis in the daily and weekly draws. Opt in for free by dialing *500# or send WIN to 500, or you can opt in on the Telecel Play app. The more you reload, the higher chances of winning in the Telecel More Money promo. Keep loading, win, and be a millionaire.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Terms and conditions apply. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Are you hoping to start university this October? If you want a British degree from a world-class university at a fraction of the cost, then join Lancaster University Ghana in Accra. With a diverse student community, vibrant campus life, and up to 50% scholarship to support your study, Lancaster University Ghana provides you with a world-class education that creates endless possibilities globally. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Apply to join Lancaster University Ghana, where learners become leaders. Admissions are currently open for our 2024 intakes. Apply now for our foundation and undergraduate programs. For more information, contact us at +233 030 221 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
Electroland Ghana Limited is back with a massive back-to-school promo. Visit EGL showrooms and authorized dealer stores across Ghana for best offers on Samsung, Media, TCL, and NASCO products. Get a free portable audio speaker with the 50-inch NASCO Android UHD Smart TV for just 4,999 Ghana cedis. NASCO AC starting 3,699 Ghana cedis with free air cooler. Experience UHD 4K Smart smart Android TV with TCL for 6,499 Ghana cedis and receive a free electric kettle. Cook up a storm with the Media 20-liter solo microwave for only 999 Ghana cedis and say no to cold meals. Get a free cake mixer with the 4-burner Media gas cooker. Call 0503 159 739 for more information. Electroland Ghana Limited, home of electronics and appliances. Terms and conditions apply.
It's the break of a new dawn, and with it comes the craziness of the hood.
Listen. My Christmas hen did not come home to roost. May they all die. The one who stole it, the one who slaughtered it.
Roverman Production, in partnership with National Theatre and Joy FM, presents an original unkillable white play, I Want to Feed You.
How can you live in Germany and make a girl in Ghana pregnant?
Shows on the 6th, 7th, 8th, 13th, 14th, and 15th of September 2024 at the National Theatre. Fridays at 7 p.m. Saturdays at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Sundays at 1 p.m., 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Rate 200 Ghana cedis. Tickets available via all regular outlets on the Roverman app and via short code *365*535 hash 050-554-6010. WhatsApp 050-554-6030. Sponsors: Koba, Gino Tomato Mix, GCB Bank and Tilly's Communications Partner M Note. Roverman Productions. Be the difference.
Do you want to remain productive and competitive in your business? Then I am happy to remind you that Anointed Engineering Services Limited is still here to serve. We provide homes, offices, and institutions with ultra-silent, reliable, and fuel-efficient diesel generating sets with sizes ranging from 5 kVA to 3000 kVA at unbeatable prices. You also enjoy a 5-year warranty. Anointed Engineering is noted for unwavering 24-hour after-sale emergency service, rental and sale of tile lights and genuine spare parts, undertake repair and maintenance of all diesel generators, and buy back used generators. Sign up today at our training school and gain hands-on experience from our team of professionals on generators, plants, auto mechanics, electricals, controls, and solar installations. Anointed Engineering has 18 branches nationwide. Locate our head office in Accra at number 77 Anointed House on the main Odoko Malam Highway near the Odoko traffic light. Call our hotlines on 0302 324723 or 0243 690295. Also on 0243 480334. Anointed Engineering Services Limited, the generator experts.
Electroland Ghana Limited is back with a massive back-to-school promo. Visit EGL showrooms and authorized dealer stores across Ghana for best offers on Samsung, Media, TCL, and NASCO products. Get a free portable audio speaker with the 50-inch NASCO Android UHD Smart TV for just 4,999 Ghana cedis. NASCO AC starting 3,699 Ghana cedis with free air cooler. Experience UHD 4K Smart Android TV with TCL for 6,499 Ghana cedis and receive a free electric kettle. Cook up a storm with the Media 20-liter solo microwave for only 999 Ghana cedis and say no to cold meals. Get a free cake mixer with the 4-burner Media gas cooker. Call 0503 159 739 for more information. Electroland Ghana Limited, home of electronics and appliances. Terms and conditions apply.
Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
who is lead economist for the New Force, was going to be joining us. Yes, he's in studio with us now, and we're telling us more about their pillars for economic transformation in this country. Hubert, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, sir, and thank you for having me here.
Great. So let's start it off. I hope all of you are fine within the New Force.
We are doing great.
Tell us about your plans for economic transformation. What are these plans?
Well, Winston, thank you very much once again. And let me say a very good morning to Nana Kwame Bediako and all the members of the New Force movement. We have a problem in Ghana, and our problem is complex. And complex problems require complex solutions. Now, these complex solutions sometimes are contrarian, and it suggests that the issuer of the solution is a non-conformist, and we accept that. We have observed that Ghanaians and our leadership for the last 30 to 40 years have accepted the fact that only Accra or Greater Accra should be developed. And so you have 15 regions that are dormant and only one region or one capital that is being developed. This is the first problem that we have to solve as a country. You have, the entire Greater Accra just comprising of 1.4% of the entire size of Ghana. But about 60 to 70% of all internal migrations are towards Greater Accra. And so if you don't decongest Accra and create pluralistic political and economic institutions all across the country, it gets to a time that people become fed up, they become embittered, they feel not part of this country. And that is how come many countries have suffered poverty. And you can talk of the likes of DRC Congo. You can talk of countries like Nigeria, which is a very large country that could have done way better. But because of some of these problems not being addressed, the citizens are always complaining. And so this is the first thing that we want to address, to industrialize every region in agriculture and in mineral processing.
Okay. Take us through. I mean, you're talking about agriculture and mineral processing, very broad. And this is something, if you ask the Ghanaian, he will tell you, I've heard it before. What are you doing differently when it comes to agriculture and mineral processing?
All right. So a few things. Part of our complexity, or the complexity of our problem, is that we have not found it necessary to process what we have into finished goods.
Okay.
Whether deliberately or ignorantly, I cannot tell. But that has contributed to where we are as a country. Let me give you an example. If you take a mineral like iron ore, you mine about 300 tons of iron ore and you sell it, you are going to get about up to $1,000. Now, when you process the iron ore into steel, 300 tons will give you 100 tons of steel. This 100 tons of steel can produce a bulldozer, which can be sold for up to $150,000. So the same 300 tons of iron ore that could have giving you $3,000 because you processed it into steel. Now you are getting $150,000. This is what we have to begin to think about as a country. We need to think of ownership and control of the entire value chain. And the same applies to agriculture. We are getting, give or take, $2 billion, and I know it's going to reduce in the next coming years, in cocoa. But if we went into processing, we can create $50 billion turnover just in cocoa. And if we grow cocoa on, let's say, 256,000 hectares of land, we can do about 128,000 tons. And if we process it into chocolate, we will be seeing like $19 billion. The same cocoa that we are getting, $2 billion. And so these are some of the things that we have thought through as an organization, and we come with clean hands and clean heart, and with integrity and genuine intent to salvage this economy and to help the people of Ghana.
I mean, talking about processing and talking about what we can generate. So we know that, yes, currently the state involved with cocoa bud, we get it, we export it. Now, this plan that you have, for instance, is it good? I mean, certainly that's going to be private sector led, right?
I mean, it has to be public-private partnership.
Okay.
But you want to create a new economic order that is grounded in private enterprise, but protected for national interest. So you want to be careful not to, get into the extreme ends of capitalism, which evolves into cronyism. So everything that you're doing has to be balanced, and it has to be for national interest.
Great. Now, talking about it being balanced and for national interest, what is it that you're going to do to make this a reality?
Well, first of all, you go back to the base. And, I see, all of us, we see that some governments have received all the adulation, and they've received applause for, making senior high school free, which is commendable. The intent is commendable. And the idea is great, but ideas are not enough. You have to have refined thoughts. And with a refined thought, you know that really the problem is from the basic education. And until you solve that from the base, you cannot begin to fix all the mechanical problems in the country. And this applies not only to Ghana, every country in the world. And so we want to revolutionize our education and build industrial minds. We want to overhaul the entire curriculum and instigate a national conscience. We want Ghanaians to have Ghana at heart and to change the culture with time. Once you are able to fix these fundamentals, then you can build everything on top, because you have a nation that is socially cohesive and they are collectively moving towards a particular goal. And this is what America has done. I tell people that not to be offensive, but a lot of Americans don't care about any other country. They think that America is the world. They really don't care because America is everything to them. So they buy America, they watch America, they use America. This is what we want to do first at the base. And then when you have the industries and they are producing, Ghanaians love what you are producing. They promote what you are producing. They use and consume what you're producing. And of course, once you have built the industries, you create jobs. And then people have disposable income. And when people have disposable income, they can consume. And my consumption is an expenditure, and my expenditure is your income. And it goes on and on and on. And that's how you create a credit economy.
Great. Tell us more about the plan, your industrial park plan, because you talk about having industrial parks in all the regions. Tell us about that.
Yes. So we have specificities. We have plans for Accra in terms of building West Africa's biggest eco park. We have some 1,200 hectares of land in Achimota Forest. And for many decades, we are not seeing the true potential of what we have. We have a region like Central Region, which has attributable resources, spanning over 1.5 trillion US dollars. And it's more or less like the richest spot in Africa. But at the same time, the Westerners don't have this in their pockets. They don't feel it in their pockets. They are rather coming to Accra, which has few resources. And it goes back to what I was saying in the beginning, that if you don't create pluralistic political and economic institutions which are truly decentralized and they run across all the regions, you create problems. So we want to create these industrial hubs, specified for the regions based on the minerals that they have, based on the arable land that are available, and based on the skills and the demographics. So it's not what other people are promising, 1D, 1XYZ, but it's a really thought through process. Yeah.
When you say the Central Region has what, resources over $1 trillion?
No, Western Region.
Western Region. What? Okay. What are these resources?
Western Region has close to 11 resources in commercial quantities. We all know they have gold, they have cocoa, they have rubber. The land is good for rubber.
Yeah.
They have oil and gas, name it. Everything that Ghana has is really from the Western Region. And so we want to create a mini Texas in Western Region. And sometimes when you say this, people think that, it's overambitious. But I don't blame them, because they have built a frame of reference that does not accept greatness. They have been born into a country where we accept and we adulate mediocrity. And sometimes the funny thing about mediocrity is that it comes looking like wisdom. It comes looking like reality. It comes looking like, this is realistic. But really, it's mediocrity. If we have the political will to develop this country, we can do better than Dubai. We can do better than Qatar. We can do better than even Norway. Because we have the people. We have the energy. We have population advantage. We have age advantage. What we don't have is the skill set and the culture. You see what I'm saying? We have the desire to succeed as a nation, but we don't have the courage to begin. But the courage to begin is more important than the will to succeed. We want to begin, and that's why we are here.
Great. This morning we're joined by Hubert Bedu, who's lead economist of the New Force, telling us more about their plans for economic transformation. So we've talked about agriculture, you've talked about processing of our minerals. What else do you want to do?
We want to print our money here in Ghana. A lot of people don't know that we pay a company in London to print the city notes and ship it all the way from London to us here. It's unconscionable to think about this if you're a sovereign country. And it's not just about the sovereignty, but about the need to have the speed to fix crisis immediately. That is one. We want to build national reserves. And so in one of our pillars, Pillar 4, we say that reserves. We are the largest gold producing country in Africa. And up until recently, we had only about 7 to 10 tons of gold in reserves. And a country like England, that does not mine gold. They don't have the problems of galamsey as we do. They have more than 310 tons in reserves. Forget about the fact that, they stole it from there, they stole it from here. What have we kept for ourselves? What have we refined? What have we processed? Because if you don't have these reserves, you don't have bargaining power. You are not respected on the table of men. You are not in the league of nations that matter. We are not counted because we don't have reserves. And most importantly, we don't have foreign exchange reserves. And that's why our currency is suffering. I tell people that this country is suffering inflationary depression. And I know that nobody has mentioned this. I am mentioning it because I know that we are right. This country is suffering an inflationary depression. And the reason I'm saying that is because, first, we don't have the bias of a reserve currency. Of course, we would never have. Right? But if we play our cards well, we can do so for Africa. That's one. We have a negative real interest rate. That means that if you, for example, invest in, if you buy treasury bill and you are promised a return of, say, 23%, inflation is already 26%. So the real return is negative 3%. You see what I'm saying? And so these are the problems that are pushing us to where we are. And there is pain in the country. Let's not take it as a joke. There is real pain in this country. And, a lot of market women are suffering. A lot of students are suffering. But they don't have anywhere to go. They don't have anybody to cry onto, because the people that we have relinquished our power to and call them leaders don't really care about the country. they really don't care. It's not about whether or not they have the intelligence and the wisdom to build this country. It's not about that. Because you can have all the intelligence and all the degrees, but if you don't care about the country, you wouldn't do anything.
Okay. Great, Hubert Bedu. I think we should have this conversation again. You need to come back so we'll explore more on the pillars that you have for economic transformation. Thank you very, very much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Weston.
Hubert Bedu is lead economist of the New Force, joining us here on the Super Morning Show. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
There are people who are involved in responsible small-scale mining who have invested millions of cedis and millions of dollars, who are mining responsibly, who are contributing to our national economy, who are employing hundreds and thousands of Ghanaian youth who have committed no crime. So if you announce a ban tomorrow, it means that you have to look at the consequences on the national economy, which obviously will be catastrophic, which will be literally rendering our country bankrupt. So I'm reluctant to give a definitive position on this matter. I think the discussion should go on.
What is new among the things that he said? All these things you are doing, you've been doing it, and stability of water is at 14,000 NTUs. And you say regional ministers, they don't have the capacity. The actions that have been said doesn't satisfy what we are asking for. It just tells you that they don't realize the fact that we are in a crisis. Maybe the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources read the 5 points from the media coalition, because the things he's saying is the same thing. And this, unfortunately, would not deal with the situation that we have at hand.
We will not get the Ghana we want if we fail to fight for it. Our politicians will join all these people doing all these crazy things, these dishonorable things, and loot our state. Their children are abroad. They will make their money enough to buy. I go to politicians, I go to their houses, and I see expensive pure water, imported pure water, VOS. Who is thinking for you? If we do not fight for Ghana, nobody will fight for Ghana. So if you call yourself a Ghanaian, this is a fight to lay down your life for. So within these 2 weeks, Mr. President, it's not going to be talk again. No. The English is too much. We are going to hit the streets. We are going to put 1 million boots on that ground and let everybody know that Ghana does not belong to a very small few who we grace with power only for them to abuse us and destroy the lives of ourselves, our children, and our children's children. Where is the future for Ghana?
Organized Labour today decided that 1, an immediate declaration of state of emergency in line with the provisions of the 1992 Constitution, Article 31. The declaration must incorporate the following. A, an order to halt all forms of mining, legal or illegal, in forest reserves and around water bodies. Immediate evacuation of all mining equipment in forest reserves and around water bodies. The deployment of police and military with full orders to remove, destroy all mining equipment and other earth-moving equipment around river bodies and in the forest reserve. 2, the immediate revocation of LI 2462 and the withdrawal of all licenses that have been granted for prospecting in mining in forest and protected reserves and also around water bodies. Establish a special court to prosecute the perpetrators of this horrible crime. Now, this is our firm and resolute position that organized labor would urgently embark on series of demonstrations and a nationwide strike if government fails to address the concerns raised by end of September 2024.
Ladies and gentlemen, the wait is over. Educata Ghana is here again. Ghana's leading exhibition and idea factory has put together an insightful and interactive exhibition and conference with an involving panel discussion, on-site trainings, and a job expo. Come and explore trends and network with relevant Ghanaian and German educational and industry players. At Educata Ghana 2024, you get to learn more about educational, apprenticeship, and employment opportunities in Ghana and in Germany. Date, September 16th and 17th, 2024. Time, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. Location, Kofi Ohene Konedu Auditorium, University of Professional Studies, Accra. Don't miss out on Educata Ghana 2024. To register, visit educataghana.com/register. Attendance is free. Organizers, Delegation of German Industry and Commerce in Ghana, German Sparkassen Stiftung Western Africa. Sponsors, Ghana European Center, Siemens Stiftung, Konrad Adenauer Stiftung, Ghana NRW University Alliance. See you there. We shouldn't have gone to that party.
Massa, my head is killing me. Is that your stomach?
Yes.
What did you eat?
I don't know. Get rid of your gastric problems with number 10 liver salt. Number 10 gives you quick, effective relief from nausea, indigestion, heartburns, hangovers, and hyperacidity. And with different fruity flavors such as orange and lemon, it's a pretty tasty way to end an uncomfortable situation. Number 10 liver salt from Ernest Chemist, because everyone needs a chemist.
This advert has been vetted and approved by FDA.
Looking for the best in trendy and fashionable clothes? Your surest destination is Achimota Retail Center, where you find King's Bazaar, Mr. Price, Elsie Wakiki, Gambel Clothing, ABA Outlet, and Pacific Fashion. We always have amazing deals and unbelievable discounts to offer. And your vibes in
Please, do you still refill cylinders here?
Oh yes, and there are a lot of benefits when you refill gas cylinders here. Not only do we get to run safety checks on your cylinder before refill, but you get to buy any amount of gas per your pocket. And you even get to see for yourself how much is really being put into the cylinder, so you're not cheated.
Master, this one there, Philly Gadochi. I know say you no invite me, but I go talk some. If you know be these LPG stations, like how we taxi drivers go fill our tanks.
But do these LPG stations have permit to still operate?
Of course. LPG stations are safer now than ever. We've always been licensed and fully regulated by National Petroleum Authority with total support from Ghana Fire Service, Ghana Standards Authority, Factory Inspectorate, as well as the EPA. So don't worry, crowd.
Oh, I hear say these LPG stations be for indigenous Ghanaians. It be true?
Of course. LPG refilling is the only industry in Ghana that is now 100% owned by Ghanaians. By refilling your cylinders at the gas station, you are promoting indigenous businesses.
The money, it go stay here, no.
Oh yes. Protect local businesses by refilling your gas cylinders at LPG stations nationwide.
We know we shall win, and we know we'll survive. Shall wash away all tears.
Hey, Bosu, long time.
Yeah. Hey, go and say mu yen yo mu. Before na land in mu biwa.
Oh, Gold Super XP. Tregu Gold Station bebre mu Bosu.
Oh, fantastic. Super XP.
Quality. Super. Gold Super XP. Bosu, ube feel.
I like that.
Gold Super XP, quality fuel that brings you choice and takes you further. Ideal for most vehicles and fortified with special additives to help your engine perform better and consume less. It's available at many Gold stations nationwide. Gold Super XP, Woofilia, ha, Woofeel. Goil, good energy. Joy,
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Galamsey is an enemy for the nation. What could be more serious for any people than to have the entire water supply system at risk? What does the law do when one pours mercury into the same water supply, knowing fully well it can kill? To do nothing is no longer an option. Yesterday, whilst I was driving from Cape Coast, in fact, going to Cape Coast, I stopped over at the River Pra, and it was, I'm afraid I have to tell you that what I saw, the river, it was so embarrassing, and then if as a nation we live for this to happen to us, I don't know. We have to fight this.
Galamsey no yewura atwa te se menka se wa penso no bi ni ho nka na menka no kore na si se de Ghana ni bia machia no Galamsey no yewura okoye asa matter of fact we dey satin ne ya ma ba ne ya otisui bosome bia o ye Galamsey onfa sabi mraso kwanso enji asase se otimi tu agude no benfa police for de ne kura benfa soldier for nyede enwuram benfa po ban stop over yewura after some time Nana no masasine ya dia. Yankasa sasine ya baje go nefa mabo bio.
Takes over 200 years for the rocks to break down to form 1 centimeter of soil, and it takes over 3,000 years before the degraded land can support any form of meaningful agriculture. So the destructions today will pay the price for the next 3,000 years if we destroy the land. If you stop mining in a river, within 5 years, if you stop, the river can recover sufficiently well. Fishes will come back, the flora and fauna around the rivers will recover. So 5 years, I would say, for water body. Although the mercury will stay in a very, very long time. When we destroy the soil, then we're talking of 3,000 years. Forests will take over 50 years for the forest to recover or more. So the issue is serious. That's why we need to fix the problem now.
And the people you are talking to are aware. It's not that they are not aware. They are aware that you are some of you are participating in it. So please, first desist from doing it yourself. Don't go to them for the money for your campaigns. Don't go to solicit their votes. Let them see you work. Truly, it's a disgrace that we've gone to this far. Look at the water. Horrible.
Get off the overpriced land, home ownership and furnishing deal. Get the best deal for all your housing needs at one place. Visit the EcoBank Joy News Mini Fair at Good Park near Accra Mall from the 13th to the 15th of September 2024. The fair is opened from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily and admission is free. Be there to engage with various stakeholders in the housing value chain for your home ownership needs. EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. Get a house, make it a home. The EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is in partnership with EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and powered by the Planned City Extension Project from Cities and Habitats. Rent to own and sponsored by Elegant Homes, where quality meets value. Safety and home solutions. You think of a door? We have it. G&J Technical Services. G&J, the generator people. Death Tracker Woodlands, a master planned gated city. DPS Pipes, connecting you to life. Home World Bidding Supplies. Let's build together. Global Lighting, your solution to quality lighting. Superlock, you deserve the best. Everplast UPVC windows and doors, the right choice for windows and doors. Syntex Tank, Air Strong, Air Tough. Lesh Fortune Limited, curtains Papa be luxuriously perfect. Build Freeze Solar Hybrid Air Conditioners. Superior cooling with energy. DBS Roofing Industry. Your roof masters. Virtual security. Complete security solution. Your Bent Security Doors. Protecting lives and properties. Clifton Homes. Beautiful homes. Wise investments. Tino Solutions. The renewable energy experts. EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. Get a house, make it a home.
This is James. Leave a message.
James, the game's about to start and everybody's here. Salah's got the meat going, Erling's got the cold ones, Saka's chilling. Where are you, man?
All your best football friends are waiting for you to join them for the Premier League. From 10 August to 10 November, you can get GoTV Super Plus now for the discounted price of 265 cedis to enjoy all 380 games of the Premier League live. Don't wait. Upgrade today. GoTV. Love it. T's and C's apply.
Galamsey is an environmental enemy for the nation. What could be more serious for any people than to have the entire water supply system at risk? What does the law do when one pours mercury into the same water supply, knowing fully well it can kill? To do nothing is no longer an option. Yesterday, whilst I was driving from Cape Coast, in fact, going to Cape Coast, I stopped over at the River Pra, and it was, I'm afraid I have to tell you that what I saw, the river, it was so embarrassing, and then if as a nation we live for this to happen to us, I don't know. We have to fight this.
Cyanide and mercury in the water. They let this poison in the water.
Started. Okay. Today, joining us for this conversation over the phone, the Vice President of the Ghana Medical Association, Professor Dr. Ernest York. Also joining us by phone is the President of University of Ghana's UTAG, University Teachers Association of Ghana, Professor Ransford Jampu. We will also hear from the Member of Parliament for South Dine, of course, letting us understand this from the perspective of the legislature, Roxanne Nelson Dafia-Mekpo. You wouldn't believe I almost said Professor Roxanne Nelson Dafia-Mekpo, just to keep things uniform. Good morning to you all. Thank you for making the time to speak to us.
Good morning.
Wonderful.
And thanks for having me.
All right. Now, just before we get into it, I think it's important for us to hear this. The Apostolic Fathers of Ghana, a very influential group, you'll understand when you hear who the members are, have also released a statement. Raymond?
Yes, and Kojo, so we put it in perspective. This statement is signed by His Eminence Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams on behalf of the underlisted, and I need to let you know who the underlisted are. Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams, Action Chapel International, Archbishop Charles Ajinasari, Perez Chapel International, Bishop Doug Hayward Mills, United Denominations into bracket Lighthouse Group of Churches, Apostle General Sam Kranchiankra, Royal House Chapel, Bishop N.A. Takia Boy, Victory Bible Church International, Reverend Eastwood Anaba, Fountain Gate Chapel, Eastwood Anaba Ministries, Reverend Dr. Robert Ampia Kofi, Global Revival Ministries, Reverend Steve Mensah, Charismatic Evangelistic Ministry, Bishop Gordon Kise, Life International Church, Bishop Victor Osei, Family Chapel International, Bishop Dr. Opon Edujemfi, International Charismatic Church, Bishop Dr. Samuel N. Mensah, Full Gospel Church International, Reverend Dr. Ebenezer Markwe, Living Streams International, Reverend Dr. Lawrence Tete, Worldwide Miracle Outreach, Reverend Dr. Isaac Quay, Word of Life Miracle Center, Right Reverend Dr. Anyani Bodum, Jesus Generation Ministries, and Reverend Dr. Seth Ablo, Manna Mission Church, Reverend Bob Asari, Faith Alive Church International, Bishop Dr. Gideon Titi Ofer, Pleasant Place Church. So these are the Apostolic Fathers. Now, the statement says, call for a temporary ban on small scale into bracket gold mining, galamsey in Ghana by the Apostolic Fathers of Ghana. And the statement reads, the Apostolic Fathers of Ghana, comprising mostly the pioneering leaders of the charismatic movement in Ghana, have noted with deep concern the alarming escalation of illegal gold mining, commonly known as galamsey, which has ravaged our nation. This illegal activity not only threatens our environment but also undermines the livelihoods and health of countless Ghanaians, especially those in rural areas who rely on the land and water for survival. Extensive research has revealed that galamsey has resulted in the pollution of rivers and streams, deforestation, and the destruction of farmlands. This has not only made drinking water unsafe, but has also rendered fertile lands unusable for farming. The consequences are far-reaching, and if left unchecked, will lead to environmental disaster, food insecurity, and health crisis across our beloved nation. We, the Apostolic Fathers of Ghana, are calling on all politicians, traditional leaders, and foreign nationals involved in this illegal mining practice to immediately stop these harmful activities. We urge you to embrace the long-term interest of the nation and future generations rather than pursuing short-term personal gains. At the same time, we strongly condemn those in positions of influence who have turned a blind eye to this grave issue, driven by selfish interest and personal gain. We urge such individuals to reflect on their actions and consider the long-term consequences their actions will have on the environment and the people they are meant to serve. Ghana cannot afford to let greed eclipse the well-being of its citizens. Our love for Ghana compels us to act. The beauty and prosperity of our nation are rooted in the land that God blessed us with, and it is our collective responsibility to protect it. We must show love for our country and our fellow citizens by safeguarding the land that sustains us. If we truly love Ghana, we will not destroy it for selfish gain. Illegal mining is destroying what God has entrusted to us, and this violation must stop if we are to preserve the blessings of this nation for future generations. The Word of God reminds us of our responsibility as stewards of His creation. Now, Psalm 24:1 says, the earth is the Lord's and everything in it, the world, all who live in it. This scripture underscores the sacredness of the land that God has given to us to protect and nurture. The Lord as is stated in Genesis 2:15. The Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and take care of it. A mandate that calls for us to tend the environment, not to exploit it recklessly for personal gain. We are calling for a temporary ban on all forms of small-scale mining activities in the country, while we look for a permanent solution to this menace. Moreover, we invite the moral leaders of our nation, clergy, and all who hold positions of spiritual and moral authority to rise up and decry this environmental catastrophe. Let your voices be heard, echoing the urgency to preserve God's creation and stand against the forces that seek to destroy it. Proverbs 31:8 says, "Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves and show justice for those being crushed." We also call on institutions such as the Water Resources Commission and the Environmental Protection Agency to enforce stricter regulations and ensure that the Minerals and Mining Act 2006 at 703 is upheld. It is essential that these bodies fulfill their mandate of protecting our natural resources and holding accountable those who engage in illegal mining. In addition, civil society organizations, environmental groups, and other stakeholders must intensify their advocacy efforts as defenders of the marginalized and the voiceless. CSOs must continue to hold accountable those responsible for this destruction, while educating and mobilizing communities to protect the environment. We commend the media, especially the bold and courageous journalists and individuals who have risked their lives to expose the devastating truth of galamsey. These brave men and women have been our eyes and ears, shedding light on the crisis that some in power have chosen to ignore. Their work is invaluable to the survival of our environment and the future of our nation. Let us come together as one nation to end this destructive practice and restore our land. We call for immediate action and policy from government to permanently halt galamsey operations and ensure sustainable mining practices that respect the environment and the people of Ghana. As God's word warns us in Micah 2:1, woe to those who plan iniquity, to those who plot evil on their beds, and morning's light they carry it out because it is in the power to do so. It is time for all to repent and turn from these destructive ways. Together, we can protect our land and ensure that Ghana's resources are preserved for generations to come. And is signed by His Eminence Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams on behalf of the Apostolic Fathers Ghana.
It's a very powerful group. You hear the names of almost every large church in Ghana, every charismatic church in Ghana represented there. It's a very strong voice indeed, and they are calling on all to play some role in ending this environmental crisis.
Well, the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources yesterday released this statement. It says the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Samuel Abujinapo, together with officials of the ministry, held extensive engagements with regional ministers to review our ongoing efforts at dealing with the canker of illegal mining. The meeting adopted additional measures at tackling the age-old national problem of illegal small-scale mining galamsey through a comprehensive approach. Government will continue with a dual strategy of reformative measures and strict enforcement. The regional ministers, alongside their respective regional security councils, have been mandated to intensify enforcement actions within their various jurisdictions to contain incidents of illegal small-scale mining. Additionally, the Minerals Commission will enhance our reformative efforts, particularly through ramping up the establishment of responsible and legal community mining schemes, which have regard to the preservation of our nation's environment and landscape. Government remains steadfast and committed to continue to restore order and ensure that mining activities are conducted sustainably and legally in the national interest. We entreat all and sundry to support these efforts to enable us to protect our environment, preserve our water bodies, and ensure a sustainable future for generations to come. While government warmly welcomes the heightened interest in this all-important national issue, we urge the discourse to be devoid of partisanship so as to enable us galvanize the needed national and collective support to root out this canker.
All right. So, Professor Dr. Ernest York, Vice President of the Ghana Medical Association, Professor Ransford Jampo, President of University of Ghana's branch of UTAG, and Roxanne Nelson Dafiamekbo, MP for South Dine, join us. Prof. Dr. York, If you don't mind, I'd like to start with you. I mean, once the media reignited this conversation about galamsey recently, your group was one of the first to issue a statement. Now, government, through the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, well, they've outlined their plan. Does this satisfy your group?
Thank you, Kojo, and good morning once again to your cherished listeners. Indeed, to summarize my feelings or our feelings is to say I'm disappointed, and but we are happy that following the release of our statements from the coalition of the unions and associations in health, there's been an upscale in terms of responses and activism towards making sure that this canker is nailed. And I'm particularly happy that finally the mother body, PUC and organized labor has joined the fray. And we are building momentum. I think for us, that is what is needed. What has shown, is that we cannot leave the authorities of the political groupings to see us through. And therefore, and we are happy. But let me go back to the minister's speech. I'm sure you heard about Greenspeak or Fed Speak when Alan Greenspan was the head of the Federal Reserve in America. I mean, he used to speak in vague language, and language that nobody doesn't condemn, doesn't support, and it's vague. At the end of the day, what his intention was is to let the market not panic. Exactly what the minister has done, and it's so disappointing. You are going to engage regional ministers, for God's sake, to do what? They've done that in the past. It hasn't worked. They are complicit, as the evidence has shown over time. So, reformative and enforcement at the same time. Who are you going to reform? These are sworn enemies of the state, trying to pillage the natural resources that God has bequeathed us. So for us, it is like, there's nobody to help. And I'm happy that our efforts are now coming together so that as citizens, and we were told to be citizens, we would, take the bull by the horn, grab the opportunity and say that if authority or leadership has failed, us as ordinary citizens or ordinary Ghanaians, we will not fail ourselves. Because you see, our children and children's children will not forgive us if we don't nip this, now. And the future will never forgive us.
So in simple terms, you're disappointed. But what were you hoping to hear?
In our communique, what we said was that it has to be an immediate ban on small-scale mining, be it legal or illegal. And that's what we're waiting for. People have suggested the minister should resign. And so, whatever step, I won't fight those who suggest that. But in the end, that illegal activity, that inimical activity must stop. And like I said on Newsfile this weekend, if you go in somewhere and you think the direction is wrong, if you want to change direction, you must stop. And that step is the critical step that, the minister is refusing to take. And I think that labor unions and ordinary citizens must force that change if we are not going to get it voluntarily. And that is the only way. Right. And I think I like the momentum. We are getting there. The end of September is nigh, and everybody should be prepared wherever you find yourself. Ordinary market women, I'm happy the church is now speaking better late than never. One group, could you let me say, that so far we've not heard from them is the National House of Chiefs. We know that certain chiefs have taken some bold steps, and I doff my hat out off to Asantehene. But I think that it is time as a collective body, the National House of Chiefs is heard, because you see, they are the custodians of these natural resources. So they must name and shame. They must call the persons who are complicit out, and then extricate them for their fault. That is when we see that or know that they are committed. But beyond that, I dare say that it lies in the bosom of ordinary citizens to make sure that the change that we want happens now and not later.
Right. Professor Jampo, the minister makes the point that these small-scale miners, that are being asked to stop operating largely have broken no laws. They are mining according to the laws of this land. They are not the ones whose activities are putting our water bodies and our forest reserves at risk. So it would be a draconian move to stop them from doing their legal activity. How does your association respond to that?
Well, I think the point has been made. Mining, whether legal or illegal, place a moratorium on it. Let the water bodies regain their integrity, and let us have a national conversation about how we want to mine without leaving dangerous ecological footprints that comes to affect us. I think basically that's what we are all saying. And I had a very harsh response. If you check my Facebook post, I had a very harsh response for the minister, but subsequently I've directly engaged him where he sought to explain, or he sought to explain that he's saying that what we are calling for is harsh wasn't in a derogatory sense, and that he intends meeting all who have made such calls to dialogue for the purposes of resolving or addressing the concerns that we have raised. But my issue has been that, look, this is not time for further dialogue. I mean, the problem has been with us for all this while. And I argue that this issue of mining to destroy our environment and to compromise the integrity of our water bodies predates all regimes even before the Fourth Republic. And so it is not, you see, the challenge that people behind the scenes are trying to articulate is that, oh, you people, why were you not saying these things or fighting these things previously? You are now fighting this at a time that we are going to go into elections. It will create an impression as if you are weakening the chances of the ruling government and strengthening the hands of the opposition, which in my view is nonsense. People are dying now. And I do not see why we would go on this campaign and say that it is because a particular regime is in power, and the next regime that comes to power, if the menace is still unresolved, then we would be quiet and say that's a different regime, so they should go ahead and kill us. We are dealing with existential threats, and the caliber of people, the caliber of associations that have risen to speak, they are not those bogus civil society leaders who rose to speak when NDC was in power and NPP got to power. All of a sudden they are quiet. We are not talking about those people who rose up to say demanding answer more, and then things are going on badly in the state, in the nation now, and such calls suddenly cannot be made. This is not the caliber of people who are speaking. They are not those types of people who spoke, yesterday or previously. So we are determined, whether it is NDC in power or NPP in power or CPP in power or PNC in power or Movement for Change in power, our hatred and resolve to fight to ensure that the integrity of our environment is restored will not stop until the battle is won. I think it's as simple as that. And so, like I said, I want to tone down on my response to what the minister said, because I heard him this morning. I engaged him this morning, and he said, well, I'm going to engage all of you who have spoken to look at the way forward. But the point is, like I said, we will not dialogue. We will not sit down to dialogue and to talk in perpetuity. I mean, we've been talking and talking and talking and talking. Clearly, he himself said that some of the mining activities are illegal, and so we say they should be banned. And I said, if you do that, it means you are even... you are now revealing or exposing the failure of the state to deal with this menace. And who is in charge of the state? Okay, so if the state has failed And those who have been put at the helm of affairs to regulate or to ensure that the state functions well are unable to do so. Then the citizens who are dying, the citizens who are very soon being told that they'll be drinking mad, the citizens who are being told that very soon will be importing water. We would want to do things our own way and flex every muscle to ensure that we bring pressure to bear to whoever the power that may be, to bring a finality to this. Let me tell you something. Yesterday I was thinking about this. When I was schooling in the US, I took a course, Sustainable Development. One day I was out there at the mall buying water, bottled water, and my professor, Kent Putney, saw me talking about Tufts University in Boston, Massachusetts. Kent Putney saw me and was angry. Why are you buying bottled water? Bottled water is dangerous, and that I should be drinking water from the tap directly. I should drink the tap water. It is safer than to drink bottled water. That is in the US. Yesterday night, I was just thinking about it. Can you imagine? When was the last time you, Raymond Aqua, when was the last time you drank water from our tap? The water that is not yet, hasn't gotten to the point that we fear drinking. When was the last time you drank that water from the tap? We are not even drinking the water from the tap. And very soon we are being told that we will compromise it such that we cannot even do anything with it. And so the point is, it is an existential threat to humanity. And this one, it is not about we are doing something about it. We are not going to allow unnecessary bureaucratic bottlenecks and delays and political talks to stand in our way. We are bent on fighting together to ensure that we restore the integrity of our environment. And that's the only thing we'll do. And so nothing more, nothing less. And I'm asking, is this an issue even for us to be talking about? Just think about it. Something that is killing us, taking human life. Something, you see, it is a war. Those engaged in galamsey and illegal mining that compromises the water bodies, the integrity of our water bodies, they are waging an indirect war against Ghana. It's a war. So it's a vicious war that they are fighting, killing people. And you say we should come and pussyfooty interventions or we should just be talking, and the next week in Ghana, every day new things happen. So you are hoping that we'll be talking about this and then the next day something new will happen and then we'll forget and all that. That is not going to happen. It's a sustained battle. We would ensure that the right thing is done to restore the integrity of our environment. That is what we are committed to do. And I'm very happy and excited. The caliber of people, some are experts. Some completely do not know anything about the impact of mining, apart from the fact that it endangers their health. Everybody, mortuary workers, they are thinking about people dying. Medical doctors, pharmacists, physicians, attendant, assistants, nurses, and everybody is talking. And no politician should pretend or believe that they are sensible and wiser than the caliber of people who are talking. Politicians are merely appointees who may not hold expertise in certain areas. And so when experts are speaking, and when the people who directly are being impacted by the dangerous effects of farming are speaking, they should not endeavor to pretend they understand the issues more than we ourselves.
Right. Thank you, Prof. Okay. Mr. Dafia Mekbo, as the Honorable Member of Parliament for South Dai, you sit, with the legislature, and it occurs to me that you could actually be the solution to this problem. Why hasn't the House simply taken it upon themselves to pass a law to stop, at least temporarily, all of this small-scale mining, so that we can, have a reset and figure out our way forward?
Okay, thank you very much. Let me say that there are enough legislation banning illegal small-scale mining. Now, the problem is the fact that the legitimate small-scale mining have dovetailed into an illegal activity. That is why when you go to galamsey sites, as we know it as having been degraded environmentally, they still are able to show you permits, they still are able to show you concessions that they got from the Minerals Commission. Because you see, what we have failed to do is to legislate properly over the manner and mode of mining. What is happening is called open cast mining. Opening the surface of the earth and mining its minerals haphazardly. So we already have LIs, legislative instruments, and enactments in place that bans mining in water bodies. That is why the government has been taking the clearance for bringing a legislation that somehow permits mining activities in forest reserves. We are not happy about that proposal. So that legislation will fall because it's part of the new EPA bill that is before Parliament. We have supported government in terms of budgetary allocation since 2020. For instance, government has so far been running 3 separate programs as a way of fighting this galamsey menace. One, they established what they call Interministerial Committee in Fighting Galamsey. It was a 64-member committee. Do you know how much money they guzzled so far? In excess of nearly 400 million Ghana cedis. Because since 2020, every quarter, this committee was to be allocated 33 million Ghana cedis. So, if these releases were actually spent, then if you compute this accurately, over 400 million Ghana cedis has been spent, with nothing to show for the effort. Government again established what they call Operation Galamstop. It was a joint military complete activity made up of over 400 men in uniform, both in police and the military. If we look at the budgetary allocations from 2021 to 2023, over 70 million Ghana cedis has been spent on this joint military operation with nothing to show for. You recall that Major Mahama had to die as a result of one of its activities. Then, sometime last year, government again announced that they were launching what they call Operation Halt. That is the second phase of Operation Halt. Again, so much money has been pumped into it with approval of Parliament. And yet, the net effect of all these galamsey activities is hitting all of us in the face. It appears, I am very happy that the generality of the Ghanaian society is waking up to the reality. It appears that it's only the minority that's been raising this issue. Anytime we did, it became an NDC MPP debate as to who degraded the environment better or worse. But if you recall the kinds of efforts made by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama during his tenure, over 30,000 Chinese were deported, over 5,000 Chinese were deported from this country. It even generated a diplomatic uproar between us and the Chinese government. And yet he insisted and did it. It brought a bit of semblance of order in that regard. I am not saying that the environment wasn't degraded, but we are talking about the level. Now, the entire basin of the white water is under attack from these marauding galamseyers. Part of the water basin is also under attack because the water is a mighty water body, so the stability is not seen. But there are mining activities along its major tributaries, both the black water and the white water. When it comes down south, the entire southern forest belt, all the major rivers are gone. So it's the level of the incident that is shocking the conscience of the people. And then you hear the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources say that companies involved in small-scale mining cannot be stopped because they contribute to the economy. And yet he can't give you any statistics to back that claim. You know, in any major serious country, it is immaterial whether the company is like Nestle, is like, well, I withdraw that because Nestle is not into mining, but it is immaterial the size of the company. They will shut you down. They will stop you. When your activity is a danger to the sustainability of our environmental life. So whether a company is involved in small-scale mining and contributing to the economy, the net effect of its activities is of adverse consequences to our water bodies and our forest cover. It has to be stopped. But you see that every day they are issuing permits to these entities. If you check the ownership of the companies, you'll be shocked. So the people who we have taxed, who are exercising executive powers of state, who are supposed to check these activities on our behalf, are themselves compromised or are participants. So it's like a journey to nowhere. In 2017, 2018, when Honorable Amewu was the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, the record will show that his committee at the time said as many as 450 excavators. These are matters that came before Parliament, so I know the figure. Today, if you are looking for those monstrous excavators, you cannot find them. Meanwhile, excavators are not toy cars. That when they place, you can't see. These are monstrous mining equipment, but they have all vanished. How? They've been returned to their owners. So under the cover of darkness, they go and leave the machines and go back to the areas to go and mine. So if I support the call that a state of emergency must be declared in areas that we think the environmental degradation has been colossal. So the whole area is cordoned up. Nobody enters to go and undertake anything.
Right.
So we take time to regenerate the environment for purposes of cleaning the water bodies and regenerating the forest cover. So I'm in full support of what's happening.
Thank
this
you.
Is not an NDC and MPC debate. This must be a national debate.
Yeah. Mr. Dafemeko, I must ask you this on behalf of the people of Ghana. With this in mind, with everything you've said in mind, why did you and your colleagues in November 2022 pass the Environmental Protection Regulation LI 2462 that allowed mining in forest reserves? At the height of this galamsey fight, why did you pass that law?
You will be shocked that at the Subsidiary Legislation Committee, which at the time I was just a friend, we raised this matter when the instrument came. We told them that if we are, as a people, we are unable to regulate or check mining in forest cover or in forest reserve, so the instrument ought not to make that proposal. You have to hear what the sponsor said, that they are capable of controlling it, that they are capable of checking abuse, that any entity that will apply to mine in the forest cover and goes outside of a concession, they will be able to shut it down. We told them that you are incapable because if it's areas where you have already done this, you are unable to check the people. They won't listen. That is one of the weaknesses of how legislation is passed in Parliament.
But you still voted for its passage. I mean, it wasn't the sponsors that voted it into law.
No. When an instrument comes, when an agency or a ministry is sponsoring an instrument, Parliament is supposed to reject it by 2/3 majority if they are not in support of the content of the instrument. 2/3 majority, you need at least 180 members of Parliament or more. Has that ever happened, my brother?
But we didn't see the minority reject it in totality.
No, it's not about rejection. It's about raising the matter at the committee level. The sponsors The sponsor tells you that it is not a problem, they are capable of checking it, and we know that they are incapable of checking it. I'm in a minority. What am I supposed to do apart from raising the matter? We voted, I lost. We voted, I lost. That is why, as we speak, the EPA has brought a bill, a very fast bill, that is like a new legislation to amend the existing EPA Act. Check the content. They have similar provisions, and we are telling them, no way. It won't happen this time. So on the floor, that one we have opportunity to make major amendments to the bill as it comes. But in respect of an instrument, I am unable to marshal members of the other side to support my call for rejection of an instrument which permits some form of mining in forest reserves. And you'll be shocked that the number of licenses that have been issued between 2022 since the coming to force of that instrument and today. And go check the ownership of the companies that apply for this concession.
It sounds like you're admitting a certain level of, impotence on the part of Parliament to stop this. It looks like the executive, from your narration, the executive is completely in control of what Parliament does. But we'll come back to discuss that in a moment. Stay with us. Our guests, Professor Dr. Ernest York, Professor Ransford Jampo, and Roxanne Nelson Dafiamapo, Honourable Member of Parliament for South Dine. Now, just before we take some messages, let me remind you that the new order of retirement is here. Now you can retire on your own terms with a guaranteed monthly income for the rest of your life. Just invest a lump sum into the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan today and start receiving monthly income to enjoy the perfect retirement. It's that easy. The best part is you get to enjoy salary increase, so 16% in 2023-24 as well. Call Old Mutual on 050-453-4333 or go to oldmutual.com.gh or just dial *789*01# to request a call. Or Brapa Ahotonkwa. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
Now, you're speccing that old car or a home makeover or a relaxing beach getaway? Use your ABSA card 10 times or more in a month, and you could be a lucky winner in the ABSA Change Your Story promotion and extra entries by using our digital channels 5 times or more. From now until the end of October, 5 lucky winners will take away 40,000 cedis each every month to change their stories. For more information, visit an ABSA branch today. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Your story matters. ABSA. Terms and conditions apply.
Now, Jacques Decor is a hub that offers you the chance to elevate your home or office's aesthetics with high-quality premium furniture from comfortable and cozy beds, couches and sofas, elegant wardrobes, luxurious armchairs, fully fitted kitchens, and many more. Your office needs are equally well catered for with our modern and classy desk, swivel chairs, and cabinets. Jacques Decor doubles as your best bet for a wide range of accessories and including pictures, frames, flower pots, ceramic display stands, and everything you need to transform your space. Your dream could easily turn into a reality with our expert advice. Walk into Jacques Decor showroom right now on the East Legon Labalich Road, opposite the MTN office, or call us at 0548-837-478 or 0535-196-688. Jacques Decor, crafting comfort, designing dreams.
Now, do you want to do what Winston and Raymond and others in this room have done? Do you want a British degree at a fraction of the cost? Do you want a vibrant student experience in your community that equips you with useful employability skills, taking you one step closer to the career of your dreams? Well, enjoy all of these and more, plus up to 50% scholarship for your degree at Lancaster University, Ghana. Be taught by the finest faculty trained to the UK standards at their campus. For more information, go to lancaster.edu.gh or just email admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Call 020-960-7008. Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
So are you ready to make every moment count? From the simple pleasures of treating yourself to unforgettable weekend getaways or a special surprise for someone you love, you can have the perfect companion. Stanbic cards are there for those fulfilling moments that make you go like, yes, this is it. Talk to Stanbic on 0302-815-789 or on social media at Stanbic Bank GH or visit stanbicbank.com.gh to learn more.
Now, as you, a customer of Enterprise, if not, then this is the best time to join the Enterprise family. You surely should be joining now, because guess what? Enterprise is excited to roll out their new loyalty program. This is called Enterprise Advantage Points. Now, Enterprise customers can rack up points and score awesome rewards just by making purchases, renewing policies, and doing more, all through their self-service portal or the Enterprise Advantage app. Just log into your account, access Advantage Points, and start earning points for rewards like airtime, Momo, and many more. Visit myenterprisegroup.net.gh or download the Enterprise Advantage app to get started. Join the Enterprise family now and purchase a policy today to enjoy this exclusive offer, Enterprise Advantage Points, because nothing you do should be pointless. Enterprise, your advantage.
All right, now, I don't know how many times we need to remind you. You need to check this out if you haven't already. Conferencing doesn't have to be the same boring routine. The location for your next conference can both be result-centered and relaxing. Aqua Safari Resort gives you the best of both worlds and more. Let them take the stress out of the process. Just call them on 054 011 0190 and watch your conferences and events effortlessly taken care of.
And the Ghana Revenue Authority wishes to remind all withholding tax agents, including VAT withholding agents, appointed by the Commissioner General, that withholding taxes must be paid to the Domestic Tax Revenue Division of the GRA by the 15th of every month. Withholding taxes for August 2024 will therefore be due on Friday, 13th September. Withholding taxes include withholding on VAT deducted from suppliers operating the VAT standard rate, employment, payment for the supply of goods or use of goods, payment for the supply of any work, and payment for the supply of services, and all other withheld taxes for August 2024 are due by Friday the 13th of September 2024. Now, they may also submit hard and soft copies of schedules indicating gross amount, the tax deducted, name of taxpayer, and TIN or Ghana card PIN from the taxes from whom the taxes were withheld. We also encourage taxpayers to file returns online via taxpayersportal.com. Please note that failure to pay by the due date attracts an interest of 125% of the statutory rate, compounded monthly on the outstanding tax. Please also note that third-party checks require 2 days to clear. The GRA can be reached by email on info@gra.gov.gh, by WhatsApp 0552 990 000 and 0200 1664, or call toll-free 0800 900 110.
Now, in partnership with Answer Travels and the multimedia group, CarBank is proud to announce the 2024 CarBank Trade Summit, aimed at empowering businesses and opening doors to international trade opportunities in Turkey and Dubai from October 25 to November 5, 2024. Over the course of 2 weeks, 2 good ways, patrons will have the chance to explore new products, forge partnerships, and gain invaluable insights into the trade dynamics of Turkey and Dubai. This summit represents a unique opportunity for businesses looking to expand their horizons and tap into these lucrative markets. Kindly call now any of these numbers for more details. Now, 0270 302245. The slots are limited. Don't forget 0261 513 534. Also 0266 074 379 or 0261 513 435. CarBank, forward together.
All right, listen, we're going to come back and wrap things up with our guests after these messages.
Let me share my experience with you at the new Aqua Safari Resorts. When you arrive, you're greeted by warm smiles and introduced to your 24-hour butler who already has your itinerary sorted. Enjoy water sports activities like jet ski rides, kayaking, water sliding, flyboarding, and castanet fishing. You can even have your lunch here on the boat cruise. Let the tour guides take you through the sceneries of the mangrove forest, the friendliness of the animals, while you pet and feed them. We chose to have our breakfast with a beautiful sunrise right in front of our cabin.
Visit Aqua Safari Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
Confidence matters in insurance. Confidence has doubled. The game changer of insurance is now here in Ghana. Sanlam and Allianz have joined forces to create an unstoppable force. Sanlam Allianz.
That's right. This partnership will give customers 238 years of combined experience, making Sanlam Allianz a titan of insurance in Ghana and Africa. Sanlam Allianz is here to give you the personalized service you deserve and more. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a true definition of confidence. Visit www.gh.sanlamallianz.com. Sanlam Allianz. Live with confidence because you have confidence in us.
Hey, Eradi, where are all these high bills coming from? Now, where they made it here? In these times of high electricity tariffs, Build-Freeze solar hybrid air conditioners are your sure bet to cut down on electricity bills. Build-Freeze, cool your buildings comfortably with very low energy consumption. The amazing part is the air conditioners are built with the latest German technologies that give you 80% savings on energy consumption compared to traditional air conditioners. Build-Freeze come with a 6-year warranty and free after-sale servicing for a year. Please call us for purchases on 053-1100-915, 053-1100-915. Build-Freeze, superior cooling with lower energy.
You are not ready for this. Something big is cooking from Samsung. Ghana, are you ready for up to 30% off? From 26th August to 21st September, Samsung is going all out in the Samsung Blue Tag sales. You get a deal, he gets a deal, she gets a deal, everyone gets a deal. Because with big price slashes, we are letting you go big when you go blue. Everything with a blue tag gets a reduced price tag. From the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra all the way to the A05, nothing is off limits. Nothing. From 26th August to 21st September, the price is pricing at every Samsung shop nationwide. Go big, go blue. Terms and conditions apply.
Grocery shopping is easy with various items from ShopRite, Achimota Retail Center branch. Tomatoes, pepper, cereals, beverages and pastries are all available at ShopRite, Achimota Retail Center. We always have amazing deals and unbelievable discounts to offer. And your vibes and kwa.
Everyone is running to Bills. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes with acquiring any of our loan facilities. For whoever you are and whatever you're doing, Bills has a product for you. No susu, no deposits. All you need is your Ghana card. Call 0302-200-390 or 0596-928-33 today and live a bill-free life. Bills Microcredit is licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Bills, financing your needs. Terms and conditions apply. When it's football you want, get it all on DSTV. All the leagues, all the cups, all the matches live. Because when it comes to football, we've got it all day, all night. No matter what package you're on, you're always going to get football on DSTV, your home of entertainment.
Gasaba. Smoke from firewood and charcoal is harmful and as damaging to our lungs as cigarettes. It can cause heart diseases leading to stroke and may even affect our eyesight in the long run. Grandmothers, mothers, sisters, wives, men, caterers, and everyone still cooking with charcoal, let's switch to LPG gas. The National Petroleum Authority has introduced the cylinder recirculation model in collaboration with local partners to make gas more accessible in all local communities. Whether you own a cylinder or not, join our CRM initiative. Simply show up at any exchange point near you with a small down payment to receive a filled cylinder or swap your empty one. Regular safety checks will be in place. Say ebisa mo say mo gas. Afi de gasaba. Switch from firewood and charcoal to gas for a better and healthier life. This message is brought to you by the National Petroleum Authority and the Ministry of Energy.
Hey, is that Cuckoo?
Yeah, you've grown into a big boy, oh.
Ah, Ifipa. Even Momo is 15 years old.
It still feels like yesterday when we were fumbling with cash and worrying about the way money moves.
Say it again. Now I send money to my AC in the village, pay bills, save money, loans so kaka, investment kaka, at the Momo app.
Shit. How do you think I get the small coins from my bugger pack?
To celebrate 15 years of Momo, you too can win awesome prizes in the Momo at 15 Rewards promo. Just download the new My Momo app, continue to transfer and make payments, and you could be one of the 15 lucky winners of 15,000 Ghana cedis and 150 lucky winners of 1,500 Ghana cedis each. So, Ghana, keep celebrating Momo at 15. Offer runs from now till November. T's and C's apply. MTN.
Think about the future children. Mankind wicked and wild. Destroying generation now.
All right, it's 9:47. Goodness, we have 30 minutes left on the show and lots to do. Okay, so we're going to wrap things up with our guests. They've been giving us some very insightful views on this galamsey fight. Professor Dr. Ernest York is Vice President of the Ghana Medical Association. Professor Ransford Jampo is President of the University of Ghana's UTAG. And Roxanne Nelson Dafiamekbo is Honorable Member of Parliament for South Dine. All right, now we've got to wrap this up really quickly. Our time is almost up. So within a minute each, we're going to hear your final thoughts on the way forward. Starting with you, Professor Dr. York.
Whose MD is the parliamentary candidate? See how
Professor Jampo, if you can please hold on. We can hear you over. So can we have Professor York wrap it up quickly in 1 minute, please? Thank you.
Wow. Okay, I have a lot to say, but I think we need to conclude. You don't have time. Honestly, I am a bit disappointed in Parliament. Like they do all the time. They could have made us know. Nobody heard about it. They could have issued press statements, press conferences, demonstrations. It never happened. And the environment is now pillaged. So really, we can't rely on the Parliament or those in power to help us. That is why we have been saying that it is time for ordinary citizens to take the matter into their own hands and force a change. Quickly, let me remind people that it is not just the forest destruction, but our personal health are also involved. The mercury, the arsenic has effect on us, and it is long lasting. Kidney problems are on the rise. Who knows? That these things might be part of the contributing factor. Our babies are being born abnormal. So I just want to bring the message home that if you think that you're far removed from the galamsey site and your cocoa farm is not being destroyed, your food is being contaminated by the actions and inactions of those who have to take action and are not taking, and those who are selfish and are pillaging the environment. But I want to call finally on everybody, all walks of life. Now we are hearing trade unions speaking the pattern and everything, that the mobilization must continue, and we need to be prepared to do the unthinkable. This nation must, do what is right. Otherwise, future generations, our children and unborn children, will not forgive us. That is why the Ghana Medical Association is saying that let's put our hands together, and the end of September is not too far. We are hoping that the president, the minister, will have a change of heart, a change of mind, and do what is right. What we are calling for is a cessation of activities in small-scale mining.
Right. Okay.
So that we can, together as a nation, decide on the way forward.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Dr. York. Professor Jampo, in a minute. Do we have Professor Jampo?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. In a minute, please, the way forward.
The way forward is what we are doing. We asking that we should place a moratorium on mining. In my view, whether legal or illegal, let the integrity of our water bodies and the environment be restored. And then let us have a national conversation on how we want to mine without leaving dangerous ecological footprints on the environment. We are not saying that if we have gold in the soil, they should be there to rot. But everywhere elsewhere, there are sensible and sustainable ways of mining gold and natural resources that does not compromise their sources of livelihood. And that's the way we have to go. And so if we cannot go that route of being sensible in mining, then let the gold and other natural resources be in the soil and rot so that we can maintain our source of livelihood.
All right. Thank you for that. And Mr. Daffy Amekpo.
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Daffy Amekpo. In 1 minute, please, your way forward.
Yes. What I'll propose going forward is for government to into the numerous calls that coming from even the clergy now, because the clergy has joined civil society and union and organized labor for the call for some form of emergency, declaration of state of emergency in some selected areas where the environmental degradation is beyond immediate repair. So we can deploy soldiers and other state institutions that are capable to do what we call reclamation, to reclaim the environment in the manner that will lead to regeneration of the area. Minus that decision, this collective call won't yield any resource. And if that happens, I fear for what may happen tomorrow. Because every single major river or tributary of the Volta and other major rivers are seriously polluted. And it is no accident of history that we are presently suffering food insecurity. Government declared 2 weeks ago that we are a country in crisis. We cannot even export grain to Togo, and that those that we have produced here should remain in Ghana. We have deployed soldiers to the borders to police grain and cereals from being taken across the border, and yet factors that are contributing to the emergence of food insecurity, we are adamant. So the president should listen to this call. It's such an important call. It will help his own government. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much to our guests. That was Roxanne Nelson Daffy Amekpo, Honourable Member of Parliament for South Dane. You also heard from Professor Ransford Jampu, President of University of Ghana's UTAG, and Professor Dr. Ernest York, Vice President of the Ghana Medical Association.